Waiting on my computer, dude.
Ready.
Going live.
Oh, I forgot to turn my blur off.
We'll do it because we're live.
And we are live. What
Live.
is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Only Cops. This is our Thursday stream where we do body cam breakdowns and things of that nature. Let me mute this commercial. I'm watching the commercial as I'm doing this. Y'all are coming off a commercial break, hopefully. I appreciate everyone that sits through those. It is slightly, I think we get like half a cent per one
Hell
that gets
yeah.
watched or something like that. So I appreciate it. I want to give a big special thank you to our Patreon subscribers. Some of y'all should be getting some stuff in the mail here soon if you haven't already got it. We got a bunch of stuff coming out for them. We have our supporter patches. If you are a $5 and up supporter on Patreon, you get it. You just get it automatically. And then we have a few exceptions on that for people that have really blown us up in super chats and stuff like that. So I really want to thank them. They've really made this a much more viable thing for us to do more frequently and more consistently. We've been rewarding them with more gear reviews and things of that nature. So we have a lot of that stuff coming out. Give a big special thanks to producer Juan for cranking that stuff out. I want to thank everybody that's also collaborated with us and stuff like that. I want to take this opportunity, if you guys don't mind, Bill, I'm should talk about Chris's situation.
I've got a couple posts about it.
Okay, we'll talk about it during the post. We just want to give some love out to Chris. Chris the cop is normally on here for our stuff. He's going to be on a hiatus, which is completely understandable. We'll cover it a little bit later, but we just want to show some love to him. We'll share some information with you guys as we talk about this. I want to thank Sean for joining us. Or which direction is Sean? Is that way for me. I want to thank him for joining us.
He's a bottom.
He is a power bottom today,
Power
and
bottom.
I am part of the sandwich that is the power top and power bottom.
You wish these two pieces of white
I
bread would
know,
sandwich
I
you.
know. So I want to thank them for that. It's just been a really cool. It's just been a really cool couple months, and we've really seen the channel grow. We just reached 1,600 subscribers, so I want to thank everybody that is subscribed. If you're watching this later and you're not subscribed, you totally should, because we go live twice a week on Tactical Tuesdays and then Thursdays, and we have a bunch of content that should be coming out soon. Check us out on TikTok, on Instagram. We tweet periodically, and then obviously we're here on YouTube. And if you really, really love us and you want to go support us, like I said, we do have a Patreon. It's as little as $1 a month. That gives you access to our Discord. And let me acknowledge everybody that's in the chat. Alfredo, my guy, with the cat in the box. Chris Kaufman, my guy, love it. Napalm Bath, my dude, or Napalm Nap, as I call him on our Discord. And then producer Juan and Poofy. Poofy got the first comment in here. So without anything else, I would like to turn it over to Bill, who has worked tirelessly all week to get all of the clips and information that we can, and I will give it to him.
Tirelessly.
So this is the, like I said, Chris the cop. For those of you that are not familiar, he is a lieutenant out in, I don't know, man.
L.A. Chris is
It's
in
L.A., yeah.
But he knew the corporal here.
Yeah. So
who,
this.
Yeah. It's rough,
I'm
rough.
And this is what's shitty is I was lucky enough to not know any of the officers that died in my area while I was working there. I really can't even get in the frame of mind of knowing the guy, hanging out with the guy, or having a relationship with them.
We were lucky enough that we only had one officer get shot while we were working.
That's what I mean, yeah. Well, in the area.
Well, no. I mean, one got shot when we were in the academy, and then one got shot when we were actually on patrol.
So,
but for as violent as the city that we worked in was, that was we're pretty lucky.
I just kind of want to. We have a link. Do we have the link here ready to share? If we can drop it in the chat, if we can.
I put it on our Instagram story. So
yeah, so go check that stuff out. They have a.
It's also in the Discord. It's a fundraiser.
Like a GoFundMe?
Yeah, it's some kind of fundraiser. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a pretty cool fundraiser that's going to help them out. Like I said, I've Bill and I actually did a cops event that was for families of fallen officers. It was Santa Cops, a really cool organization.
It was cool.
And what was wild,
we were still in the academy for that, weren't we?
That's what I'm saying. We were police recruits, and we're there. And it dawned on me while I was there that I was playing. We were doing like crafts and shit with these kids.
Yeah, it's like Christmas,
and that every single one of them,
themed stuff.
Yeah, their parents died for this. These guys died for society. And to be honest, and there was a conversation that I was having with someone that we collectively do not deserve the sacrifice that they made for us. And I think every single time someone dies at the altar of society, we have to ask ourselves, like, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? To even deserve, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on this stuff. It's not my situation, so I don't want to dwell on it too much. I just go ahead and send some love to Chris the cop. He's got a lot of stuff going on. So, like I said, he was close to the corporal that was here, and then he knew this young guy. So,
And
I
also,
know,
just so we're clear, the scumbag that shot these two was not supposed to be in possession of a firearm.
Yeah.
So
Where's
that's
the
not a topic for today, but I'm just saying.
Sean, do you have anything for this?
No.
Okay, just making sure. Thank you, Kristen, for showing up, and thank you, Alfredo, friends to Corporal. Yeah, dude, you can just read in the chat. Like I said, some of these guys or we have some crossover between us and Chris's
So
channel. So
this will suck, but this is them. So.
yeah, I don't have to watch that more than once.
No.
I don't have to. Shout out to North American Rescue for honoring those guys. Like I said, we can honor those guys by being better about stuff. Like I said, I don't know that anyone will ever earn or deserve what a lot of people, and this is, you can see this with the veteran community. You can see this even with just individual civilians that are really willing to step up and help people, that it ends up costing them a lot. And I just and maybe we're all jaded collectively, but we deal with a bunch of scumbags and stuff like that. But there's a lot of wonderful people in this world, and I'm so very grateful that they exist in a safe place, because there's people willing to make these kind of sacrifices. But like, in the way that and for everybody that's watching this, it's curious, that's how you die as a cop. It's very rarely like quietly in your sleep. If you're gonna die while you're a commissioned officer, you die in very awful, violent places, uh, in shitty parts of shitty towns. Like it's just not. I don't know. You can say the same thing for veterans. Like you're not. You'd be very lucky to die in a training accident, or at least you're surrounded by like nice people. Like it's not a.
Veterans usually die in a VA hospital.
Yeah, but that's true. That's true. No kidding. Yeah, I don't know if
not
that's
wrong.
worse than a battlefield. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just different. I think a lot of people, and obviously, like, there's a lot of our viewership that's pro police, but like, a lot of people don't fully understand why you have guys with PTSD or why the job's stressful. Is literally every time you're putting that thing on, you're like, hey, you're signing up to die. You're signing up to pay that price. It's a weird fucky headspace, and that's going to be a whole video probably unto itself that we'll probably make one day about that. But I felt very lucky to have had my entire career and felt, and I have no idea how close or not close I was to that. You don't get to know, but it's a hard. I don't know, man. Especially given the way things are today, and given the kind of the coals that you're going to be raked over for that. It's I don't know, man. It's the reason I ain't doing it anymore. Thank you to whoever posted the thing in the link. What's going on, Sergeant George? I appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to try not to crush our mellow here too much, but it is. I wanted to make sure that we covered this. It's really important to somebody that's very close to us now.
Yeah.
And I just kind of want to send some support that way.
Well, this next video will raise your spirits.
Yeah,
so.
and just for everyone else that knows, and we deal with people that mourn all the time. Give people their space and be available. Don't go and interject yourself into a situation you don't understand. Don't make it about yourself. And notice, like I said, I'm not going to make an entire video about this because it's not my set of circumstances. If it wasn't for us having a close relationship with Chris, I'd have been upset either way. But it's just a very different thing, and so we just wanted to make sure that we covered it. What's going on, Brian? Thank you for joining us. All right, shout out to Police Post. Give me boost my morale here.
This one happened semi close to home. This is the Duncanville incident where someone showed up at a field house where there was a summer camp going on, for 4 to 14-year-olds, 250 campers and staff, and some guy decided he was going to start shooting at the building. Police showed up and ended his life very quickly. So
that's the room he was in.
Coach can't say enough either about the police response.
They said they were here in 2 minutes. It felt like it was faster than that. I mean, they were here like that. Everything happened quick. Some of my kids didn't even realize what was going on because it was over so fast. When they get through their investigation, everybody will see everything was perfect. It's because that's the room he was in.
Coach can't.
God bless him. Was it Duncanville, PD?
Duncanville. Yeah, I know most of you haven't seen this because like the mainstream media doesn't want to post it because someone killed a would-be mass shooter. So fuck that guy, and I'm glad he's dead. So. And fuck anyone that wants to try and do that. Not sorry about it.
Yeah. So shout out to Duncanville PD for showing it how we really do it here in Texas. So shout out to him. He saved a lot of people's lives. And that sometimes, like I said, 9 times out of 10, you want the officer that's perfectly capable of de-escalating and navigating complex social situations. But every once in a while, you need a dangerous human being to go do dangerous things. And that sometimes is you when you're in law enforcement. Be prepared for that aspect of the job, because if you're not, you end up being on the national media and people getting really salty. So, and understandably so.
Yeah.
We'll keep going.
This one, it's kind of far away, so it's not the best video. But backstory is the guy in this vehicle shot someone in the head just down the street. An officer was close, saw the vehicle, conducted a traffic stop. This is what happened. Great application for a rifle, if I do say so.
Yes, sir.
And also, what's scary about this, to be honest, this guy's utilizing concealment here. This is a very scary shooting to get it. It's one thing for some guy to poke a gun out, and that's still terrifying. To poke a gun out and start shooting, but a guy that's like getting behind concealment and
and that's a
getting
big
in
vehicle.
A very clear shooting sense. That's what I'm getting at. Well, you also got to think it's going through their vehicle and then through your vehicle. And so these guys did a good job of getting to cover. This is as best as you can do given how fucked up the circumstances is.
So no officers were hit. The suspect was shot but survived. So
unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. But hey, shout out to these officers for not getting hurt and for not anyone else getting hurt. Shout out to them. But this is pretty much as good a job as you're going to be able to do. This is as good
an
outcome
that kind of
as you could
in
also
that kind of
possibly
situation.
have. But this is why training is important. And the kind of like I talked about it might be such a small percentage of the job, but when it does happen, I mean, it's very critical that you're able to operate and do that kind of stuff. So I'm glad those guys are okay. This is the kind of crazy bullshit you got to put up with, though. It's a weird world that we live in today for law enforcement, not for people, but for law enforcement.
Also, I love police posts, and I love the dude who runs it, because someone commented and said, "Where's the full video?" And the police post page responded with, "I don't know, man. I'm not the fucking Oracle." So, I just loved it, dude. I love the sarcasm.
Phoenix, what do you think about the show 60 Days In? I don't know anything about the show 60 Days In. So
I think it's stupid.
It's a little bit scripted.
I mean, we also didn't work corrections, so it's hard to give our opinion on that.
Yeah, I don't feel like being a babysitter.
Yeah, I mean,
my guy. Shout out to Brian Porter. You're one of my people.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll keep going. Police Post training. My guy, this is an affiliate. Go follow Police Post. They're a pretty good Instagram account.
So this is going to be officer body cam first, and then we'll get to see the dash cam. And the dash cam gives you a better view of like just what happened. So
also, because I'll never skip an opportunity to do this. Fuck you, Axon. Anyways, we'll keep going. Never skip that opportunity.
Oh, buddy, come on.
Oh, no.
Dude, seriously, put it down. Put the weapon down. Put the weapon down. Put it down. Put it down.
This is just body cam.
Big oof.
Hey.
What did he have?
An axe.
Back up.
Gave him every
Back up!
opportunity.
Back up! You're getting shot! Back up!
Well, he got his desired outcome. Yeah. I kind of hate these. Like I said, I in general I hate these. Because... Hey, shout out to them for doing something after the fact. It's so often you see these. We're like, no, nothing. Like, hey, let's secure the
Here's the
guy
other
and
one.
start doing first aid or
Okay,
whatever.
here's the other one.
But yeah, I kind of hate these just because it's perpetuating the idea of suicide by cop, which I don't think should be that should be proliferated. But it's something we got to discuss. But I saw this one. Jeez. Also, fuck you to Axon.
Yeah, so this will be the body cam followed by the dash cam. This guy also had an axe or a hatchet, I guess. So, but this dude's in the middle of a traffic stop.
Alright, you can take a picture and send it to me.
This should just show you like how quick shit can turn.
Who are you, dude? Who are you?
Dang.
Jesus.
And you
Base,
saw
I
the
just been
hatchet down
attacked. I
here.
just shots fired. Shots fired.
Imagine being in this car.
Dude,
Don't
no
move.
kidding. He's like, bro.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Guarantee
Don't
if it's
move.
a trooper, he still issues
Don't
that citation.
Don't move. Don't fire. Oh my God.
That guy's
Holy
probably having a bad day. I tell you
So
what,
no sound with this one, but this is a better view.
This forgetting him forgetting to put the car in park probably saved his dude's life.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know what he's wearing. Like,
it looks like he's got like a those old flak jackets. They're not
kind
ballistic,
of,
but
yeah.
designed to
It's-
carry stuff.
yeah. It almost looked like a
He was
fishing
out.
vest, like just
Yeah.
a
He was
bunch
out
of
looking for a
pockets.
cop.
I'll tell you
For
what,
sure
man.
he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure he was. So
I tell you what, that was a quick. There's zero. That's like when they talk about the 21-foot rule. He's way inside of that, and he's got nowhere really to go.
no.
Yeah.
To be honest, like
No.
that's a screwy situation.
But good on him to see the hatchet, like, and not let that guy get close to him
Sure,
and hit him
sure.
with it. You know what I mean?
So,
So
and again, this happened in a fucking populated street here. He's very
Yeah.
lucky.
I think it was
16
Illinois,
kills.
but
Jesus.
officer
Yeah,
not
like-
injured, suspect's dead.
And we can't know obviously what this guy was wanting to do. I don't know if he's just trying to hurt cops or again if he's trying to do the whole suicide by cop thing. Just like I'll never understand.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even messing with that. He literally sees the traffic stop, goes. I don't get it at all. I'm glad the officer's okay.
Yeah.
Brian, he said Axon left the chat. Jeez. Has you
They
guys
were
ever
never
pulled
here.
They were never here. I have never pulled anybody over while they were playing the Cops theme song. Never know.
It'd be cool if we did though.
Be kind of cool though.
I had
So this
somebody
is
pull up to me playing it.
really?
Yeah, they thought they were funny, and I was like,
Hey, Fox is in the chat.
Hey, what's
axe off.
So this is just a quick video of a fairly good way to clear a car on a felony stop.
If they clear that vehicle, they'll get their patrol cars off to the shoulder, and they'll open up the fight pretty quickly.
Well, and if the person, if the woman that was in the truck had information and she was not a suspect,
Look
and
at
she
that.
looks like they gave the all clear there.
They did a good job.
I think if they clear that vehicle, they'll get their
Watch it again so
patrol
Josh
cars
can
off
see
to the
it.
shoulder, and they'll open up the fight pretty quickly.
Well, and if the person, if the woman that was in the truck had information and she was not a
Jeez.
suspect, and
Yeah, that's how you approach a car that you gotta go do hood rat stuff near. What happened? They just clear it.
Yeah, it was a carjacking suspect. They did a felony stop. I don't know.
That's so crazy. Yeah, and
It's
like
just showing the clearance of the car more than anything.
well, and really like this is textbook. That's how they teach it. To be honest, is you're gonna do an approach like that. It's pretty. They did a good job. But that's like you have an unknown threat area. Treat it like an unknown threat area. There's a weird. We were talking to somebody the other day about building clearing.
Yeah.
And you do a lot where we work. There was commercial businesses all over the place. We probably got at least 300 commercial alarms a day, which most of them were bullshit. And as long as you pull on all the doors and you're fine. But
There's always
periodically,
that one.
you'd always pull, and I swear it's like the second to last door you pull.
You remember
warehouse.
that one that we had? That paint.
And we had
that paint, or
it was anodizing.
Anodizing.
Metal.
That's what it
metal
was.
anodizing warehouse. It was humongous.
We cleared that
probably
bitch
got
with no
canceled.
masks.
Yep. Yep. So, but it was.
Everyone
huge.
else is probably wearing hazmat suits.
Yeah, we're in there like idiots walking around. I probably still have.
We're like, what's that smell? Oh, what's that big oven for? Oh, shit.
So stupid. The whole thing was done.
It was bad.
But we had to clear the whole thing because maybe there's somebody in here. And that whole time, we had guns out because we had an unknown threat. And so it feels kind of dumb when you do it at the end of it. And you're like, well, I did that for nothing.
Hey,
but
we had guns and flashlights out.
we did have, yeah. We were out there doing the Lord's work. But you have those skills because when you do need them, it's important.
Yeah. So,
shout out to police posts again.
Not gonna lie, this one's pretty bad. So this guy, I think it was like a domestic or something. Officers are dispatched to a call with a man having a gun, entered the caller's apartment. They kick the door to check on the woman. Officer discharges a single round, striking the woman. It was a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. It was ultimately determined that the man related to the call was her ex-boyfriend and had been attempting to prevent her from calling the police. So I don't know if it was an ND or like he got scared. I don't know, but it's not great.
Okay, dude, we're booting this thing already.
Yeah.
That's a pretty quick shot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But look where his finger is.
It's on the little, is that like a TRL1?
Yeah,
That's,
dude.
I don't know. That's a sketchy place to put it, dude.
Why is it there? Like,
yeah.
if you think you need your light, why isn't your light on?
Like it on, yeah. So as a certified pistol instructor that I am, I would always advocate for the frame of the gun. Always, 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 always. And we did a lot of gunplay as law enforcement. You do it a lot. But you should be pushing on the frame. And really, because if you have a reaction, I wish I had a toy gun here.
Well, they even talk about it like that. That's why I put this in here.
Is that what they say?
They even they say, especially on Glocks, they have that little notch for your finger, so your trigger if your finger doesn't float around the trigger guard.
Yeah, you don't want. And I kind
of
understand.
Be right. He might be on the light, but if you think you need your light, then turn the light on.
Yeah. Well, and also like as far as him, you have a weapon mounted light, so there's kind of zero reason you should only have one.
Right.
Like hand on your gun.
Right.
But a lot of times, the way I did it with a modern pistol grip, I actually actuated my light with my thumb because you could just push that. Because that was also how to get temporary on, temporary off on a TRL1. But
well, also there's more than one officer here. Why is the guy with his gun out kicking the door?
Yeah.
Right.
He's very lucky that went off with a front kick too. It looks like an apartment.
Yeah.
A lot of times those apartment doors suck.
Yeah.
He's very, very lucky that he was able to get that thing open with a front kick.
Yeah. So
but yeah, it's just there's a lot. You shouldn't be going hands on with a gun in your hand. You probably shouldn't be kicking doors with a gun in your hand.
No.
And if you need your flashlight and you're in this situation, have the thing on. Like I would always advocate for finger on the frame to avoid situations. I don't know if that's the case, but it sure looks like it. That he had a jerk reaction and then end up cranking.
Well, and he says, "Oh fuck!" Like he got scared. Like I just not good, dude.
Blank Forge. Yes, that guy's about to have a very bad day.
So this is from Coleon. So take it as you will. I don't know how our audience.
Shout out to Coleon.
I don't know how our audience feels about Coleon, but I thought this was interesting.
So the city councilor is calling for a national hand ban. Could we just get your thoughts?
I can tell you that the Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police have indicated that won't make any difference. When we seize handguns, the handguns are always almost 100% in the possession of people who have no legal right to possess them. They're almost always stolen or illegally obtained. I simply don't see, as a 27-year veteran, how adding another layer of law will make any difference anywhere in this country. When we stop somebody in this city, and police do this every single day, and they have a handgun, somehow saying that this jurisdiction, that Winnipeg is handgun free, and I'll use air quotes, is going to make it safer or easy for us is just nonsense. It won't make any difference whatsoever. There are handguns handguns all over, they're all illegal, and they're in the hands of criminals, and that the people that legitimately own them, they're in safes and being taken to gun clubs. The two sections don't intersect. So if someone owns a gun legitimately and it's stolen and it's brought into Winnipeg, somebody saying, well, it's illegal to have that gun in Winnipeg is just another layer of, and I guess it might make some people feel good, but it will not change the threat level one iota. At the forefront of that, just shrug their shoulders and go, I guess if it makes someone somewhere think that they're doing something, that's great, but that's not what's going to happen. It will not change one thing.
So the really what this kind of gets down to, and I had a conversation with somebody. I have friends all over the political spectrum. I really do. Very close friends too that I respect both personally and intellectually.
I'll be right back. You go on a good
I got you.
rant
I got
about
you.
this.
I got my thing.
I knew you would. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm sure Sean might have something also for this, but
Might.
ultimately, what you're looking at when it comes to utilizing a firearm for your own protection and things like that, cops who are getting paid to do it typically pretty poorly. To be honest, the statistics are there. The FBI looks at officer-involved shootings. I think we have like an 18% hit rate. I don't know how old that statistic is. That's typically the one they throw out, which is not great. You would not pass a qualification with an 18% hit rate. Yeah, but in a qualification, you're protected. You're fine. There's no stress. You're just there against the shot timer, really. And so ultimately, the government is allowed, and as a police officer, you're a armed lackey for the state to enforce the state's policy, right? Which I'm for. I like the rule of law. I will always advocate for the rule of law. We're called only cops here because typically I only let cops on to come here and talk. Sean's a cop. Bill was a cop. I was a cop. I think that's a very honorable job to do. But understand your relationship as a citizen versus the government, right? So once you're a citizen, when these laws get passed, every single one of these laws says except law enforcement, military, so on and so forth, the qualifying jobs. And it's because they understand the necessity for leveraging a firearm for safety or to impose some level of whatever agenda it is that they have. And so if my agenda is to not die, right? And my agenda is to not have my wife get kidnapped and sold into slavery or some crazy stuff happens. It does happen, or I don't want to be at the mercy of a violent human being. That ultimately is predicated on my ability to leverage force to make them to do that. If I'm a 7-foot dude that's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu world champion, I probably need a gun less than someone that's super small or fat like me or whatever it is. If you're not the top of the food chain, which ultimately, like I said, if it's you versus the Marine Corps, I mean, the Marine Corps is going to be the top of the food chain compared to Chad pushing spreadsheets. But ultimately, there's not a single government agency that doesn't understand the need for firearms to create that safety or to create that assurance that they are able to consent to what's going on around them. However, that somehow gets lost in translation, and whether it's for political reasons or a misunderstanding of what firearms are or what personal safety is, they don't believe that for citizens, which always kind of shocks me. And most of the time, this comes from not being a victim of it. You don't really care too much about like needing insurance for your car until you get plowed into by somebody that doesn't have insurance. At the end of the day, you don't really, honestly, having insurance is very frustrating financially until you total your car and you're like, well, thank God. My parents, when their house got blown up by a tornado, I bet that premium sucked every year they paid it. But you know what? Inside of 10 years of paying off that house, when that house was reduced to nothing, the cars had insurance, the house had insurance, they had insurance on their belongings, which we lost all of, completely gone. Everything, your table, all of that stuff's gone. Took 2 weeks and you got cut a big old fat check, and that's where all those premiums were for. And that's ultimately the way that I see firearms in this discussion, and specifically all of this discussion is how does the government decide that they want to allow or not allow civilians to have said firearms. And I'll never understand it. If they're not needed, then why does the government need them, right? Ultimately. And so like if it's necessary to keep peace on their end, unless they're going to assign me my own personal bodyguard, I'm going to pay Sean, God knows how much I'd have to pay that guy to basically follow me around like an armed lackey.
I'm already here. Why are you paying Sean?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and even Bill would be crazy expensive, to have him 24/7 provide me safety. hey, if someone tries to fight me and my wife, Bill, I'm paying you for this. Go fight this guy. You know what I mean? Or
Deal.
somebody cut me off in traffic. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. So it's a very strange. I'll never fully understand, and you don't understand it until it really starts to affect you. But there's not too many people living in the projects asking for gun reform. I'll be honest with you. There's not too many people that have been victims of violent crimes that are asking for gun reform.
I don't think there's anyone who doesn't already pay for private security asking for gun control, to be honest. Really asking for it.
Oh, yeah.
But
Or is
so that's kind of my take.
Getting their bodyguards paid by us.
Right.
Sure. That's the most slap in the face of it. Is we are paying, and ultimately, even
that's
like
my favorite argument, though. You don't need an AR-15. Then why does your entire security detail have AR-15s?
Can I pay for less of
Full
your
auto
security?
MP5s under there.
Or MP? I mean,
oh yeah. They have the real deal. So that's kind of my 2 cents. Hey, what's going on, Alec? It's good to see you, my dude. So
Sean, what do you think about this living so close to Canada?
Yeah, how's that?
Dude, I'm
You
honest.
feel safer?
Hey, I used to live in a state that bordered Canada.
I hate this state to begin with, but I'm also glad that there isn't a citizen in this state that doesn't own at least 2 guns.
Yeah.
Sure. I believe that.
Yeah.
So,
and again, it's not to be a cool guy thing. I really do truly believe the vast majority of firearm owners probably couldn't actually leverage a firearm to protect themselves, which is a problem to begin with. I really think the problem is educating them and training them. But here,
which is why Josh got his firearms instructor certificate.
License. Yeah, I literally want to teach people to do it, and there's some instances where I'm willing to do it for free just because I think it's that important. The same way I think people should drive cars in a safe manner. And we just talked about firearm safety. We had very specific instructions on how you wanted to do it. And most of the training I got, I sought out myself.
Yes.
Bill grew up on a farm, and it's kind of how he learned.
I grew up with guns. Like it was,
that's what I'm getting at.
It was very natural. Like we would shoot. It was mostly shotguns, if I'm being honest. Like we used to shoot, trap, and skeet, and my dad had a membership to the gun club, and that's what we did for fun. And then hunting, like deer hunting in Michigan is like a religion. So
I bet. I want an M60. Chris, God bless you. I think you should have one. If you can responsibly and reliably operate it, and in some way, shape, or form defend my life with it, I want
an Apache. Just saying.
That'd be kind of badass.
I'll pay someone to fly it for me.
Yeah. Just want to take a ride in it, right?
Well, if you put me in the office, everybody can have Apaches and A10s.
Hey.
Ooh, an A10? Brat, brat. Oh my gosh. Oh, that'd be so cool. Oh, that'd be so cool.
So we're all clearly a bunch of middle-aged men that are nerds, but shout out to Police Fitness Nutrition. We'll go see what they're having to say here.
We're middle-aged men, nerds with guns that can defend and protect ourselves. So
that's true. I have successfully kicked doors with guns in my hand without accidentally shooting, so I can at least say on my resume.
Crazy how easy it is.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Didn't accidentally shoot the complainant.
Yeah, you fucking nerd.
So. Get good. We'll keep going.
This is not my speaker. I come here to get a hug. I come here to get a hug. But I'm telling you, I came here to get a hug. Obviously, y'all don't. You're not letting me talk. Look, you're getting a summons, right? I got 30. Excessive noise. Well, this is not my speaker. But you're the one playing the music. We actually was playing. So whose speaker is it? If no one wants to speak up, we take the speaker. That's what I'm saying. You can take it. This is not mine. So whose speaker is it? It's not my speaker. Okay, so mine. Like, so no one wants to speak. All right.
So you can just take up someone's property like that?
It's abandoned.
My guy,
I don't like it.
King Petty here.
I don't like it, but it's abandoned property.
The owner of that speaker is police officer too.
No one wants to speak it, so...
It costs nothing not to be a dick.
No, I'm again.
I'm not against this.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is it a weird look? Yes. However,
is it weird for New York?
Specifically, no, not at all. If you specifically have an item that is completely abandoned, finders keepers does count legally. At least in Texas, I know it, and clearly here in New York.
Bro, if you want to get your speaker taken by the cops because you're afraid of the ticket,
sure.
They didn't just, those cops didn't just show, like, walk by, show up, walk by, oh, your speaker's too loud. I guarantee you 5 people called.
Oh my God, it's what they said, found property.
Yeah.
So the articulation here, and he actually did a really good job of articulating. And this is kind of why I always say, know what you have.
Yeah.
And know what you don't.
Yeah.
They were there clearly because you got to get complained on a lot. But it's also got to be pretty egregious. I guarantee you, they're like 2 blocks away and can hear it. I've been to these parties before. And typically I had like if it was a work day, I had like an 8 o'clock cutoff for it. If it was like Friday night or Saturday, I'd give them typically till about 10:30 or 11. Then I'm like, look, bro, like.
Hey, did you ever write that ticket?
No, never.
I did.
Never once.
At that one house, you remember that?
Oh,
that
bet. Hell yeah, bet. Okay, never mind.
I wrote it. I wrote the ticket, and then I threatened to take him to jail on it.
100%. And you know what? If you know who was on duty, he'd let you do it too.
It was your supervisor, not mine.
Yeah, yeah, that was not gonna fly. Yeah. That was probably not gonna fly. But anyways, so effectively, they're saying that the noise needs to stop or whatever it is, and they're saying the noise needs to stop. So he's like, okay, well, whose speaker is this so that I can issue this summons, right? They're like, well, it's nobody's speaker. I'm like, okay, well, then you just have a random speaker sitting on the curb.
Yeah.
We're going to seize this. And if someone has it missing, guess what? They could go right to the police station and get it back. And they'll probably also issue them a citation for having it there.
Also, how much you want to bet this is like the 3rd time they've come up to these
100%.
same people?
100%.
It never starts with a citation. Yeah. It always starts with, hey, we're getting calls. Turn this down. They turn it down while you're there. You leave. They turn it up. So you have to come back.
So I'm going to be honest. It's fully articulated. They solved the loud noise complaint issue.
100% they did.
There's no use of force. There was no escalation. They said, okay, you know what? I have a solution. I handled it. And so I'm honest. I blessed this completely, to be honest.
Yeah.
It seems weird if you don't fully understand the law. But like once you understand the law, which as a law enforcement officer, you should, a family gathering, Josh, playing for it.
You know how many of those we had to go and tell them to turn down the mariachi band?
I'm telling you what.
Full on 5-person band.
My people.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's the most.
Your
you
people?
Can hear it
and then,
away.
Like birthday parties and like graduations for like real African families. Bro, they know how to party.
Yeah. Legit.
They know how to party, dude.
And they're the ones, and they're really the ones that got
100 people.
Yeah, it's wild. Like
and they're so nice when you show up, like offering you food and like cake and like. At first, you get the like, what are the cops doing here? And then they're so nice to you, but they have like full on bands and DJs and.
But it's most of the time why I never had to issue the citation is I'd show up and they'd be okay, or I'd give them a time.
Yeah.
I'd say, look, like give me, and then I'd call back the complaint and said, hey, they said they turned it down at 9. If they don't, I'll come and I'll issue the citation. Yeah. And I never had an issue with it. But you got to work with people. That's part of de-escalating. That's part of solving the problem. I don't know.
Well, it goes both ways. Sean said it's $0 to not be a dick. Like that 100%. Goes for cops too. Like it really 100%. Does.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I haven't found a speaker or two. Alec knows what's up, my guy.
I will say those are the best looking NYPD guys that I've ever seen.
Hey, they look pretty squared away, yeah.
They don't look like a soup sandwich.
Yeah, soup sandwich.
Yeah, those aren't the guys that you want to mess with, I don't think. Alec, I never took food from a party.
I never once did that. Never. I would never.
Especially if it was tacos. Never took that. Mm-mm.
I got fat like this on nothing. Bro, if they could have killed me with those.
I also never went back later just to check on them.
Never once. Just playing in PD now. Shout out to Police Fitness Nutrition.
So this one's interesting.
Your backstory here?
Yes. So former British heavyweight Julius Francis, who once fought Mike Tyson, KO's aggressive guy who wrote a check with his mouth that his body could not catch.
Jeez. How did it start? I wonder.
So it's some bar fight. The dude's a security guard at this. I'm assuming it's a bar or something like that. So we'll just. Here's old boy right here.
Bro, my guy's humongous.
Here, right
Holy
here.
cow. Okay, why are you shoving dudes?
Bro, this is so satisfying after you see the way that this guy acts.
Why is he shoving people?
He's probably drunk, dude.
He probably is drunk. That's good. Bro,
We've always said, we
Drink
don't
at
fight
home,
people who are high. We always fight people who are drunk. Here it comes. Here it comes, dude.
He's threatening to hit people.
Here it comes.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, he's gone, dude. Oh, my God. That man is dead. We just watched a man die right then and there. His soul has separated. Jeez, that's a brutal...
I watched this like 5 times.
Oh, my God. I've never been punched that bad.
Hey, I'll say it because Josh has dyslexia and can't say it. Fuck around, find out. Right there.
Hey, man.
Oh, my God.
I tell you what, I have legitimately never in my life acted like old boy here. Ever. Because I got humbled as a very young man running into someone much bigger than me. And I was like, you know what? Never doing that
So,
shit again.
if you act like this when you're drunk, it's time to stop drinking.
No, don't drink.
Josh has been around me several times when I have been heavily, highly intoxicated. Like, I'm talking bottles of liquor have been drank by me. I've never acted like that.
You know what? Here's a story time here. Bill gets nicer the more hammered he gets. It's so incredible. He turns into like this hobbit of a person where he just kind of starts like, and I talk a lot, right? And Bill will sit there.
Do?
Like, he'll sit
you
there,
like to talk?
He'll be like this. He'll listen. The whole big old smile on his face. Doesn't get bored. No yawning. Just like contently there. It's the craziest, most incredible thing to do to watch ever. Seen it at least 2 or 3 times in my life.
When we do our Only Cops get together, y'all will see that because I plan on getting hammered. So,
let's see.
I'll let you catch up with the chat.
Let's see. Scariest call out for you guys.
We'll talk about it at the end.
Yeah, we'll talk about it at the end. I'll save that one. Poofy, can I pin this? No.
Well, I'll remember.
Okay.
I'm all depressy.
Why?
Bringing back stories.
Oh, now I'm all depressy.
Thanks, Poof.
Let's see. Worked in a highly immigrant town. Yeah, bro. Good food. Did you see the video posted in blank? I don't know. Josh is shy. What do you mean? Producer Juan. I guess they're catching up to the video feed. Also, Juan gets very philosophical and like he gets more articulate the more drunk Juan gets.
See, I need to see Juan hammered. That's something I need to experience.
I don't know that it can happen. To be 100% honest, like I've seen that man.
If he drinks with me, it'll happen.
Yeah, so I don't drink at all. So I'm no help here.
Yeah.
But like I've seen what I was astonished the amount of because like my wife like smells some rubbing alcohol and she's hammered, but like y'all like could kill someone with alcohol poisoning with the amount that you get.
Juan and I are a different kind of animal when it comes to that.
It's I don't know, man. Y'all God spent a little more time on y'all's livers clearly because y'all.
I think we spent a little more time on our livers.
Probably true. All right, let's go to the next one. I'll remember the scariest call-outs. We'll talk about it.
So,
Ready Man Network. Always putting music we can't do. Oh, what is going on here?
So they're trying to rob the guy. Not very efficiently, I might add, because they let him get back in the vehicle, which is never a good idea. Oh, no. Oh, my leg doesn't work. Oh my God, my leg. Oh shit. Oh, I'm just gonna lay here and die.
You know what's crazy about that? This guy could have very easily killed this other guy here, right? and didn't. Crazy, because he's like a good guy with like a thing
gun?
that he
We're already
used
demonetized, so
to create his own safety. And also, you can tell he
just
doesn't have like
this like
Yeah.
stanky leg thing he's got going on there.
And I'll be honest, this is most people. Even though he ended up having to shoot this guy, could
Yeah.
he have continued to fire at him? Sure. But he realized, okay, this guy's not going to rob me anymore. And stopped, and I bet you that guy survived it if he only took one in the leg.
I don't know, dude. He crumpled pretty quick there at the back of that van.
It's true.
So
We'll
I
keep
don't know.
going.
I just, yeah. So this
Stanky
is
leg. Oh my god. Blank.
Google it, blank.
Google it.
So this came out of a fake state. I didn't know that the fake state of North Carolina had troopers, but apparently they do.
I
So
didn't realize that's what you were saying.
we'll
Shut
see what
up.
happens, I guess.
You just took it off. How much marijuana's in the vehicle? I can smell some. You saying there's nothing in the vehicle?
We'll find out.
Step out the vehicle then.
Don't ever reach me.
Dang! Look at how slow that other guy ran away.
D140, Raleigh. D140, Raleigh. Shots fired. Shots fired. Sir, let me see you. Hey, drop the gun.
10-9.
One shot, bro.
10-9. Jeez.
I'm impressed.
While running.
I'm impressed.
So, takeaways here. Don't pull firearms on law enforcement officers. Like, if there's an armed human being near you in general, probably don't try to threaten them with a firearm. Also, like, over some weed.
Oh, dude.
Like, you know how much
I
weed you have
know.
to have for it to be a felony? Like, a lot. Well, now, to be fair, in Texas, the firearm and the weed together would be UCW, which is a felony. But
Let's be
That would get
honest.
kicked. That
He
would
was
get
probably
kicked, yeah.
already a felon.
oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
If you're going to this length,
Yeah.
you're
that's
probably
true.
already a felon. I'm just
Also,
be-
like,
I'm just being
extra,
honest.
the most egregious part about this is that he didn't have his car in park and hit this other person's car. It was minding their own damn business.
I know.
I hate people, dude. Imagine if this was your truck. How mad would you be?
He better hope that he's dead from that trooper shot.
That guy, this guy. Yeah, so don't carry firearms and weed at the same time. It's actually in general not a good idea.
Don't hit
but,
my
Or just
truck.
don't get caught.
Yeah, don't
Sean,
get caught.
Don't come in here with that shit. Man.
One tapped you, Brian. Jesus, Brian.
So he did die. I'm just gonna
Oh, shout out.
put that out there. Yes, Chris,
or
he
will
will
do
not
that.
do that again because he's
You're
dead.
right. Yes, he is deceased.
So.
Yeah, don't pull guns on people, man.
So shout out to the fake state of North Carolina for having one badass trooper.
Yeah, what a crazy dude.
Michael should aspire to be this cool someday.
I mean, it was probably just CGI.
Also, why is the vehicle red?
You know what? You're right. Oh. No, he's in full ass uniform.
Bro, he's wearing a tie. He's in full
he's in like
uniform.
Class A's, yeah.
Oh, I know a bunch of people that have unmarks that work the road with them.
Really?
Oh, big yikes. Okay,
Yeah, I
let's
mean,
hold on.
What?
This
part?
gun is still there. Yeah, let's.
He goes to get it.
No, look, he leaves it there.
I think by the position of his body, he kind of knew he was dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I'm
just
pretty
as
sure
good
there's
practice. Yeah,
like a pool of blood on it.
I'm with you.
yeah.
But I think
just as a good.
I think this is probably a good indicator that he's dead.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
What's going on, Cheesy? It's good to see you, my dude.
Cheesy. How's that lazy boy, buddy?
Cheesy, how's that lazy boy? I think he's off today. He's in his lazy boy at home as opposed to the one at work.
He's got an on and off duty.
I bet he does. I bet he does, dude.
I had to buy, just for y'all, so this is how much time we put on this. I had to buy a more ergonomic computer chair for y'all because I spend so much damn time in this thing.
That I sent to him.
He did.
It's this one. It's comfy as fuck.
Shout out to Costco. This was,
Yeah,
this
dude,
was
from
pretty good.
Costco, and it was cheap. So
what's this little bomb thing? I don't know. You guys
Need the
can't see
link?
it. But I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can see it on Bills. You can see it on Bills.
I don't know what it is, but it's fucking incredible. I love
Maybe
this
it's
chair.
reflecting something red. Juan, if you get into light refraction, whatever, I get it. Nothing's
What?
technically red.
That
it's just the way
that's
it's light back.
that car is red.
That's red.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it in Texas, but like in Maine, the Maine State Police used to go to other states and like just get random cars, register them in other states, and then use them as patrol cars in Maine on the interstate.
That's weird. No, that wouldn't be kosher.
So Texas troopers have their own like very marked car. Like you know when it's a trooper.
But like even Florida, like FHP, they have their marked cars, and then their traffic, like heavy traffic enforcement guys, are in like Mustangs and shit.
Hey,
hey, Blank Forge.
In celebration of the directive that this super chat gave me, go ahead and like the stream if you're currently watching. Where there's 18 of you watching and only 13 likes, so I know someone hasn't liked it yet. Anyways, the reason you would like the stream is it pushes it out to more people via the algorithm, and so more people get some good police education or whatever, law enforcement related education. So thank you, Blank Forge, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And let's see.
I get what you're saying, Brian, but also I don't know.
No, I'd secure it. Whatever, dude. No, you're securing that.
It's all on video. I mean,
yeah, it's all on video. Also, shout out to Bodycams.
I still think the dude is very, very dead.
Yeah.
So
it worked
CID's
out.
gonna pitch a fit though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
also,
100%.
where'd the passenger go? So
Yeah, like set a perimeter, bud.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey, shout out for winning. He won the
I'm
first
with you
battle.
on that.
He lost a few of the second ones. I think he comes back later.
Well, he's an older fella, so we'll give him a break.
So does Texas? Do you guys have like laws against unmarked?
No.
No, it's
just
like
state troopers don't use them. Not that
No.
I know
Well,
of. I've never seen
yeah,
one.
and I think just given the nature of the culture down here, people want to know that you're a cop. Like, I don't know.
So Fort Worth, that's probably the best example. They have some very, very good unmarked cars in their traffic unit. Our old department just got like two, like two for the traffic unit, I think, and they still had like the shadow graphic on the side, no light bar or anything. The ghost graphics. The city that I live in, they have two or three. I think they have 2 Tahoes and 1 Charger, and there's no markings, and the windows are tinted as fuck. So unless you're getting pulled over, like you wouldn't know. Like no push bar, normal rims. It still has an exempt license plate, so if you knew what you were looking for, you could see that. But like no outside lights, just on the windshield in the back. Bro, they're sneaky.
Sure.
And I live in a small city, so I'm like, what do you guys need this for?
Yeah, like
it's a lot different in Florida.
For the one person that's got like half an ounce of weed there, you know what I mean?
Well, we do have. I guess there's a few
There's a few spots.
fairly busy roads. Plus, we have I-35. So, but Fort Worth pretty much does I-35. So.
Oh yeah, and that's a massive department.
Yeah.
We'll keep going. Shout out to Police Post. Great video.
It's also different that you guys don't get take-homes either.
Yeah.
Just depends on the department.
Yeah.
So the city that I live in, if you live in the city, you get a take-home car if you're a cop.
Yeah. See, and the agency I'm going to, you can live in the surrounding counties and have a take-home car.
So we're going to watch this one first, and then we're going to watch the other video because Police Post talks about the pre-attack cues.
Pulls over Turner for speeding, going 109 miles an hour in a 70-mile-per-hour zone on I-55 near Chinoa. You can see them having a conversation here. The trooper tells Turner he's not going to arrest him, but will give him a ticket and calls for a tow truck since Turner's license is expired. That's when Turner tackles him.
That was a huge pre-attack
This
cue.
initial struggle lasts just under a minute. Niehaus gets hit in the face multiple times and sprayed with his own pepper spray. Eventually, he calls for help, and later, a passerby with a concealed carry permit comes to his aid and points a gun at Turner. Turner tries to escape in the tow truck, but is brought down.
Also, it's very hard to get a concealed carry permit in Illinois. So
shout out
to this guy.
Jesus.
He's finally arrested. All this happening before law enforcement backup arrived. 7 minutes later,
tries to
during the
steal the tow
encounter,
truck.
Nyhouse asked Turner why he did it, and thanks the passerby who helped him.
Try being nice to this guy. Try being nice.
All right, we don't care about that. But
I'm gonna be honest. I'd have smoked that dude if I was a concealed carry guy.
What?
I'd have smoked that guy if I was Mr. CHL. But
oh, I might have too.
That's me.
But
that's why we
Sternal.
don't require it.
Hey, what's going on, Sternal?
So here are the pre-fight, pre-attack cues.
That's a big one. You're having a whole lot. Like, what's he looking at here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, back the fuck up.
That's a huge one. Oh.
So we went from a good video of a state trooper to a.
Hey, bro.
You need some work,
Damn,
my
to
guy.
get, well, man, and he's not small. Like, that's a big man there.
No.
Like, I don't know.
But
you could
it's
imagine.
it's like that video we watched in the academy of that trooper that pulled over those three
Guy was like-
guys.
Yeah, he was like 6'8". That guy was
Well,
even
and he
bigger,
used to
yeah.
like wave off his backup because he's like, I'm huge, I can deal with it, and then he got killed by three guys.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
training's important, bro.
Yes.
Getting sprayed by your own spray.
Ryan
I'd be
said
so
he
pissed.
got sprayed with his own OC. Yeah.
I'd be so
Why you don't
pissed.
carry it?
I wish I honestly, my baton and my OC, I would have totally gotten rid of if I could have. Then honestly, probably my taser.
I like
Gone.
my baton. But...
Dude.
Shout out
So,
to Vader here.
I love the caption here, and I agree with police fitness nutrition. I expected more from Darth Vader. So.
Wow. I wonder if this guy paid tax.
Probably not.
No. I can tell you right now. No. I hope you
You
cut
get a
the,
ticket book out of it. Good
I
job.
hope you cut the fuck out of your hands on that class.
You got a ticket book. Got a bunch of free tickets.
Is that what that was? I thought it was the MDC.
No, look, you can see it. It's like all metal. I
That's one of
recognize
those
it's got a
big
pin on
ones.
it. The ticket book.
Bro, I think that's the laptop.
That's the fucking.
That would be
laptop.
expensive, and also a big oof.
Because he's about to open it. That's the laptop, dude.
Yeah,
Maybe you're right.
You see all the stickers on the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's the
You're right.
laptop. So.
Vader's just there to take the report for insurance. One.
Jeez.
Sternal, he says wrong. There are no good videos of state troopers.
Bro, I didn't want to say it either, but
Sternal. this is
that
why we're
that
friends.
trooper in North Carolina did work, dude.
He did do work. That's true. He wasn't here for that.
Oh, speaking of troopers, the female trooper that went head on with the other car.
Yeah.
She's back on duty.
No
Hell
way.
Yeah. Shout out to Dewitt.
Good
Talk
for
about
her.
A fucking hero, dude. Yeah.
That's the kind of cop I wish I could have been.
Yeah, she went 10-8 like
100%.
a couple days ago.
That's fucking awesome, dude. That had to feel good too. You know?
So this
She was
is
cheesing.
That was an MDC with tracking. Yeah, no kidding. What an idiot.
he was arrested on scene. So
Oh good.
he didn't like get away with it, but this one's pretty tough to watch, to be honest. So
Shout out to Police Post.
and it's long, but
I need to see some ID, sir.
Is he hitchhiking?
Yeesh.
Come here.
yeah.
Come here. Come here. Turn around. Turn around.
Don't do that.
Turn around. Do not do this. Do not do this. Turn around.
Oh, hey, but
Turn
hey, my
around.
guy.
Turn the fuck
my guy.
around.
I don't want to do this, bro.
Turn around. Turn around. Stop resisting.
You don't want to do this.
Can you give me another unit?
Every now and then.
Brentwood, North McKinley, stop. Stop. Stop fighting.
Just let me go. I'll fill in the bed. No. You're under arrest right now. Put your hands behind your back.
Who is this guy?
That's the chief of police.
Get out in his fucking PJs here, dude. I love
Chief
it.
of police. Off duty, witnessed the incident, responds in plain clothes. Watch what
guy.
Watch what happens.
Stop tasing, Tosh. Get on the ground.
Tasing
now, God damn
You
it!
can't reach it.
I'm trying to get the taser. God damn it.
Holy shit.
Josh, hit you again. Ah, shit, I shot my fucking self. God damn it, Juby.
Gotta get fired.
Damn!
I fucking hope so.
Call for help on the radio jump right now.
Go.
Get the fuck off me. Josh. Fucking radio fucking broke. What the fuck? You're under arrest.
Nah, my dude, you're under arrest.
I don't think anybody's under arrest.
He hit you with that reverse.
Josh, get on the radio and call for help. Hold on. Give me your handcuff right now.
Hey, shout out to the mic lead.
Yeah.
Go check out Nick
is-
Tuttle on Instagram.
it is
Go
whole
check out the
duty.
mic lead.
I'm trying to get you. I didn't do shit, motherfucker.
Like you did.
Look at how calm this guy is.
I just want to take this opportunity real quick to say that old Sergeant Tuttle has been putting in work on Instagram. Old boy's posting workouts daily, and I love it.
So for those of you that don't know, do I have? Here it is. Here it is. We're homies.
Yeah.
Go check out the mic loop. He sells a really awesome. Oh, I have a product here. This is the Shorty. I actually did a video with this. I put this in my vest, and I put a mic cord on it, and this was with level 4 plates, and I was almost able to remove my vest. And this is what the big old latch is. I almost broke the cord pulling on it so hard, and this little guy didn't move anywhere. Shout out! It's a really cool product. He hand makes them, so he's a really cool guy. Go support him. He's a badass dude.
Look, there's Sergeant Tuttle
My
right
guy!
there.
Oh shit! Hey, go somebody time clip this or whatever. We go give him a mad shout out.
Hang on.
Anyways,
let me reply.
Yeah, let him reply.
I guess I'm fucking shadow banned.
Oh no, we'll shadow
Whatever.
it. We'll share it.
It's fine.
I'm gonna put my daughter to sleep. Be back. Join the Patreon. I love it. Why does he have cuffs out?
Here.
Is he handing his cheek the cuff? Did he just let go of the cuffs?
He's laying on the ground.
You're about to die. Let me go. Big old boy, ain't you? Huh?
I'm not gonna lie, this randomly got sexual here now. Paul's heavy breathing, laying around.
See that?
Why are y'all hurting? Huh?
I don't think that this is an approved move.
Oh, that's not.
Why are
That's
y'all
not.
hurting me? Why are y'all hurting me?
Fuck your toad.
Dude, the fuck you
Stop.
told?
Stop.
You interrupted my donut break, motherfucker.
Me.
Stop.
Help me!
Stop.
Help!
Stop.
Help me!
You got high as hell
We are
too.
trying to fucking help you.
Or somewhere on the
Help
MHN.
me! Help!
Stop.
Sir, help me! I didn't do anything wrong.
Josh, get on the radio.
He said no.
Get on the way.
I don't know what's going on, dude. I'm about to have a brain aneurysm. Did he just leave his chief?
Son, I didn't do anything wrong. Settle down, son.
He needs to catch his breath, dude.
Well, his radio broke. He's got to go to the info.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
This
dude,
part
jeez.
broke. I doubt that this part broke.
There's this cool button that you press. You don't have to say anything, and it gets people to break that.
And it's on this part and on this part.
It's cool.
Fucking crazy.
Press it sometimes just to keep the dispatchers away.
They're just now going code. Were you like 3 minutes into this?
Get on the fucking ground. Grab his shoulders.
He is on the ground.
What's this guy doing?
No, he's just observing.
Hold his leg down. No, there is no fucking...
I'll be honest, dude. If I saw this, I wouldn't help.
I wouldn't either. That sounds shitty, but like I'm more likely to get hurt because of what's going on here. Also, a little lawsuit that's probably going to come out of this.
Yeah, I'm not getting wrapped up in your lawsuit.
Nope.
Hey man,
And also, I'm a civilian now, so I have no protection.
Well, and also, like when I signed up to be a cop, we had to do this all the
I've
time.
watched
And
enough.
guess what? I never got help doing that shit. And I'm not saying I wouldn't have liked it or not, but I was able to accomplish and navigate this without my chief coming in some t-shirt and shorts to tell me how to do my damn job.
Well, you were probably 100 pounds lighter than that.
Well, that's
At
also
least.
true. But like, the first responding officer would have walked right up to me and would have said, "Look, dude, that badge looks kind of heavy on your shirt. I'm gonna need that, and that gun looks kind of heavy on your belt, so I'm probably gonna need that." And like, you know what? You got shorts on under that, right? And you got a t-shirt. You just go ahead and take the whole uniform off. Just go ahead and go home. And
I would have
we'll
told you
talk
that.
to later. 100%, dude. Oh my! If I was standing there like this in my car, and there was anyone in plain clothes sitting there fighting my suspect for me, you talk about like being unfriended and like never talking to me ever again. Any respect I could have saved your life. Any respect I could have gained would have been lost right there. Jesus, dude. And I don't want. There's no excuse. To be honest, this is the only reason why we're being this harsh. There is zero excuse. That is a perfectly navigatable call.
We worked with some overweight officers. They
can still navigate that
They
call.
never acted like that.
Never.
I'm not saying it's acceptable, but I'm saying they never acted like that.
I'll tell you what. There was a corporal on a C shift. Dude's humongous.
Humongous.
I watched that man run one time. I was like, holy shit, he still got it. Dude. Like, legitimately, I was like, bro, you're going to hurt yourself. Like,
I saw him put one person into custody, and I was like, oh, he's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like,
damn near 300 plus pounds and not
bro,
the in shape.
He was probably he was probably 350. Because he was like, what, 6'5", 6'6"?
At least. It was incredible to watch.
Huge.
I was like, he'll be just fine.
But there was also a corporal who was probably 300 plus who was like 5'5".
That's true. That's true. It was that.
He wasn't terrible, but he wasn't someone
What's going
I
on?
wanted to get
What's
in
going on,
fight with.
Rago Monkey? Who else is here? What's Sternal saying? Why is the chief telling him to tase him when he's literally tangled? I don't know. Once your hands are on, like,
Did you like how he said, "I'm trying to get it out," and then he gets it out and he tases the ground.
Also, it was
and then he tases himself.
Like, I don't know, man.
Well, he had it.
Team back out, Jacob. Jeez.
He had it at a cross draw, but
Yeah.
he couldn't reach it, so he had to use his left hand.
I saw that.
I don't know.
To like grab
I don't know, man. I just like. And the reason we're talking all this shit, Sean, how many times have you worked this call?
Fucking, I don't know.
Bill, how many times have you worked this call?
100.
That's not. He's not trying to be hyperbolic. He's not.
That's
trying
not
to
a joke.
exaggerate.
Like twice a week,
at least.
We worked in a city with a lot of meth.
And I'll be honest, that guy was pretty compliant for a dude that's either methed out.
Very
or
compliant.
HMR. Never.
That was passive resistance to me. That was very passive resistance. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. That was about
it. I guess he did kind of smack the chief in the face, but the chief's not in uniform.
I'd fight him too.
He never hit hit the officer that was actually in uniform. So
I'd have smacked the chief.
I don't know, man. That was hard. That's one of the worst I've seen in a while.
That's one of the worst looking cops I've seen in a while.
No, but like that was.
That's what I'm saying.
That was pretty bad, dude.
Like all in all, that was one of the worst looking cops we've seen in a while. The appearance, the execution, the taser deployment, like everything.
A part of me hopes that he was just some reserve guy.
He wasn't.
Isn't out
No,
on the street every day.
He's out on the street every day. If the chief is driving by, that's a very small department. That's probably one of 5 officers.
I don't know, man. You got to be ready to do the job. Shout out to Jacob for joining us. Oh, Michael's here. We were just making fun of you earlier. I came in just to hear the methed out compliance.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep going. Hey,
All right.
wait, stop. Hold on.
Hmm?
Shout
I'm
out to
ready.
Police
Ready.
Fitness Nutrition, but fuck you, Axon, since it's there. Sorry, got to do it every time.
Yeah, but this one, whew, boy, this one got my heart going.
Stop, police! Get on the ground! Get your hands up!
He's got a gun.
Drop the gun! He got a gun!
Boom.
Drop the gun! He got a gun!
Imagine
He's
if
got a
he
gun!
shot.
Get your hands in there!
Look at
Get your
this.
hands in there!
Wow.
He's got a gun!
What a Chad.
Bro.
Giga Chad.
Dude! Somebody help me, please.
I'm just keeping him down.
Help me, please!
No, he said, kill me, please.
Oh, I thought he said help me.
No.
Kill me, officer.
Kill me, officer.
We got one fighting. We got a
Be
gun.
contented. I'm kidding.
So I would imagine that this call came, there's not a lot of info. I would imagine this call came in with, I don't know why that lady just popped up, but I would imagine he had called and said something like, I have a gun, I want to hurt myself, blah, blah, blah. So that dude probably tackled him in an attempt not to kill him.
Yeah,
I would
that's true.
guess.
Yeah, he had to have some side of information or whatever. Hey, shout out to that like I said, I'm now a coward, so I don't do any of this shit anymore. But like, that's some BDE right there, my guy.
Yeah.
To go over there and straight up, I was literally about to say Goldberg and
Yeah.
Jacob. You're winning in the chat today.
And what
He's been here for 5
perfect
seconds.
timing when his arms were up like this to just take him out, dude.
I kind of now have this image in my head of him standing, like holding the ropes, like Gold. I grew up watching wrestling.
Yeah,
that boy was in football at some point. Yeah, never
Definitely.
watched wrestling. Yeah, 100%. It was good technique and everything. It looked good.
Okay.
Sergeant George is still here.
If
Shout
you
out to Dark
guys,
Horse Lionheart.
if you guys aren't following Dark Horse Lionheart yet, get your shit together and go follow them because they're making some dope ass videos out of Phoenix, and Phoenix has been busy. We can't listen to it because there's music, but
Let's see what's going on here. Shout out to these guys. God, could they have more cops? Jeez, bro, what is going on?
it's just like a compilation of stuff. It's just a cool
Supervisor.
video. But these guys are
Hey,
embedded.
Do you know how safe these guys feel? They feel really safe.
I
You know
would
why they
too.
feel
Holy
safe?
shit.
You know why they feel safe? They're surrounded by people with guns
Some bad motherfuckers with guns.
that also know how to use it. There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a real big difference. You could give all of this same equipment to a bunch of idiots, and you would be less safe, probably.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I have no desire to be a cop anymore.
This makes me think about
But
it.
when I watch this stuff, like, there's the grappling,
Hey, shout out to the grappler, dude.
whatever. When I watch their videos, I'm like, fuck, am I moving to Phoenix to be a cop? Like, this looks like so much fun.
So, and I think we all have this period in our lives when we're young and dumb, and I still have a little bit of young and dumb left in me. But I vividly remember
I have old and dumb in me.
Yeah, we've all pre some of the nonsense that happened in the last few years. There were shifts, even during 2020, where we'd have our supervisor was like, "Hey, you two go ride together, and you better arrest somebody today." And Bill and I would look at each other.
It
like,
was a
Yeah.
when we were on midnights together.
Oh yeah.
It was like if we got the go ahead to ride together, it was expected that we arrested 2 people minimum, at least, and not on calls.
And not for jaywalking, and not
No,
for
no, no, no.
domestic. Like, go find it and go get it. And it was a cool.
No.
There was something cool about. I can't tell you how many times, and I will say this: as much as I complain about the job now, there is some cool moments of Bill and I walking through the woods looking for an armed dude,
Yeah.
people hunting, or you're getting into foot chases, or you're responding code to a 1034 call, and I don't know. There's cool. There are cool moments. I don't want to say that the job's all lame. However, this is a very dangerous environment to be in, and unless you're, again, even in our worst shape, navigating 90% of what we see here was pretty easy, to be honest. And we did it multiple times a shift. But like, you have to be prepared to do that kind of stuff. We were doing training, supplemental training outside of, and this is working out. This is going to the range. This is working on empty hand skills. This is working on your craft. This is staying up to date with case law. It is a full-time ass job. You cannot. You have to.
Yeah, it's a lot more than 40 hours a week. Like if you.
Yeah, you have to whole ass to be good at it.
If you want to be good at it, yeah.
And if you want to be safe doing it, as safe as you can be, because you can't have guaranteed safety, you got to whole ass that job. It's a hard. The reason I'm not doing it now. I have to whole ass YouTube now, but here we are.
This is fun too.
Going. This is fun. I do enjoy this.
Yeah.
So this happened. When did this happen? A week ago, almost.
Shout out to Police Fitness Nutrition. Also, ATL Uncensored. My guy.
So, I guess someone had some information in the comments, but this just kind of shows like the response when you get that officer down or like shots fired or something like that. This is the kind of response that's coming for you if you're the person that shot at an officer.
Oh my God, I'm so scared.
Probably leave if you're scared. Oh, I guess they're getting out of the way.
Oh my God, I'm scared, y'all.
2 trucks.
Where's this at? ETL?
They got a hot situation.
Also, I wouldn't be surprised if those 2 dudes that ran up were off duty. Plain
100%,
clothes,
yeah.
threw their vests
Oh, yeah.
on, pulled their... Because I used to drive around with my vest and my rifle in my truck. Not that I ever planned to use it, but it was always there.
If they hop out, oh my goodness. Yeah, I ain't gonna break.
Do not think those are Wesley.
Yeah, oh my.
So these dudes, shout out to them. Maybe they're plainclothes detectives. I don't know. Maybe they were off duty.
That's wild, though.
But
yeah,
they showed up, and then the SWAT team showed up right after them.
Yeah. So like I said, it's a. I would be lying if I didn't say there was some part of me that enjoyed getting to go be the person out there going and you like these responses aren't happening to like just a regular traffic stop or just a regular like I can't tell you how many times we went full on into fights in a domestic and maybe had 2 officers come help us, maybe.
Yeah.
And of that, the first one got there and we cleared the 4th one. Hey, go away. We don't need anybody else. The scene's secure. Go away. 90% of the time when I had officers come in code to me because either we had to push the red button or we asked for the channel, we would disregard them before they even made scene. Because that's the responsible thing to do. Don't be that asshole. But also, like, you're able to handle the situation. When it was like a bad one, and we had these that would happen outside of agency or something, when it was something bad, I have been part of 50 officers making scene and just completely flooding. Again, we had a couple times at Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
There was at least 40 of us. There's people coming from out of city that were running towards that call, and it didn't matter.
Yeah.
You just throw yourself at it like cannon fodder. But it's a weird experience to now have done that. But it's an interesting. Once you've done it, I had to have this conversation with. Now that I have a civilian job, I had to explain that to him. I was like, you have to understand, I do get bored at times. It's very easy for me to get bored because I would spend all day, sometimes fucking around with Bill sitting in a parking lot, and then randomly it would come out over the radio.
Yeah.
And the dog ears go up, and
and it's weird.
It's a cool job, yeah.
It's weird. Like you can't explain. Sean gets it because Sean lives in that world, but to the normal person, you can't explain what it's like to just turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah.
Like when you turn it on, like when we got that shots fired call for the north side officer who was on east side, and we start going that way, like you can't explain like the feeling you get, but also like how locked in you get. Like Josh and I were driving like 100 miles an hour down a 30-mile-an-hour service road with one hand because we're talking to each other on the phone. Like,
oh, I thought you guys were in the same place.
No, we weren't.
On this one, no.
No, it was New Year. That was New Year's Eve, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we were staged on a mental health call.
Mm-hmm.
That came out. The complainant for the mental health call wasn't there, so we said, fuck this, we're going. Josh and I are hauling ass, driving one-handed because we're talking to each other on the phone, like, and didn't think twice about it because you turn it on, you're locked in, and you go.
Yeah.
You don't get that with any other, like,
It's
outside of like fire and EMS and military. You don't get that anywhere else.
And I think it sounds kind of sick and twisted on the outside. Like, I can totally get where someone looks at it, y'all are fucked up. But like, you got to think we got the training. We went through the hiring process. We went through the training process. We went to get the experience on the street. And there is a situation now that requires extraordinary people to do extraordinary things. And like you said, pick me and you get to go. It's a very odd, it's people call it self-actualization when you look at like the Freudian way of looking at it. Like, you've prepared your whole life for this very moment, and you actually get to be that person.
Yeah.
I tell this to people all the time. Every single time you've heard a siren, there's someone, unless it's EMS or fire, let's be honest. They put sirens on to go anywhere.
They really do.
Yeah, if there is a code 3 response, that is someone going to an emergency.
Yeah.
You know? And that emergency, we have no idea. It could be everything from a big ass waste of time.
And the way that police departments are now, cops don't get to run code 3 too much. Like, it's a legit call, like life-threatening call if you see police running lights and sirens.
Yeah.
Around here, everybody runs code.
Cops too?
Yeah, because like what you're
just so far away.
Well, I guess that's fair if you're in a big county. I guess I'm more talking like city police.
If you saw us hauling ass,
if we were running code,
we were still it was something bad.
It was bad. So.
If you just see us like stopping and like going, if I'm going 10 over, it's probably not that bad. But if you see me going 90 and a 30, like, we're going to something pretty bad.
Yeah.
I've had either a foot chase or.
We're willing to take that right up that we're gonna get later.
Sure. Oh yeah. And we did get them.
So we can't listen to this one because of the song, but we'll wait for Josh to look up from his phone.
Hold on.
Take your time, buddy.
Hold on. I'm almost there.
Texting
the
work.
Wife.
Oh, it's your wife.
No, this is the wife.
I thought it was work.
Work. Stop texting me. I'm ready.
You ready?
Jeez.
How much balls you gotta have to do that in a Harley?
You think they caught him?
No. I'm amazed they're going code after him, to be honest.
My guess is no.
I mean, the troopers. So.
Well, one of
the
them
troopers
was.
One of them at least was a trooper, but they got some balls though to be doing that shit, especially on a Harley. Like for me, I've watched fatalities come out of stupid accidents like this, so I never had any inkling to chase people on motorcycles. Just
Check the cuts, bro.
So I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand my motorcycle groups.
I don't either. I don't know.
I don't understand it. Maybe I'm bigoted, but they seem kind of weird to me.
So
okay. This is targeted, and I'm not here for
it. What is this?
This is how we're gonna end the Instagram content before we move over to YouTube. Okay. All I'm going to say is cops in England.
Keep mine all oiled up.
No, the cops in England let them jump off bridge.
That's true.
That's their go-to. Hey, man, there's a bridge. Just go jump off it. Jeez.
Just go jump. Josh, I think you sent this one.
Oh, I did. This one's great.
All right.
This one's great.
So we're on to YouTube now.
So this is a funeral procession, and this is a armed security guard that does get a certain allowance to block traffic for funeral processions. However, this is not a law enforcement officer.
Okay. I'm ready.
Over here. Get out of the way now, asshole!
Oh my God, this
I
is
got a
Jeremy
black
DeWitt.
F-150. Black F-150. Get him out now. He just tried to run me over.
Huh?
He's
I
not
figure out
on.
who he's talking to, but
Last vehicle's 97. Motor 1's moving.
Oh my God, I can go
He's a cop. I don't give a fuck. Stay out of my funeral. I don't give a fuck. I don't care you're a cop. I don't give a shit. This is still a Florida statute approved escort. Please, sir. Nobody's committing shit on you. You're cutting into my funeral. All of us are recording. Thank you for your time.
I
Over
don't
here.
care that you're a cop.
Get out of the way now, asshole!
Jesus.
I got a
So
black
some-
F-150. Black F-150.
Fuck. For people that don't know who this guy is, his name's Jeremy DeWitt, and he's currently in fucking jail right now.
Is he really?
He's on the sexual predators list, or the sexual offenders list.
he's a fun guy.
I'm pretty sure he was arrested for impersonating like 2 or 3 times. He can't have weapons. Obviously, he's a felon. He carries like a pepper ball gun. He owns this company called Metro
State? Is that what it
Metro
is?
State Services or some shit, where they escort funerals, and they have they can't block roads. I've looked the statue up. They can't block roads. The only thing that they're there for is to make sure the funeral procession gets from A to B safely. So if
What
the
an
light's
idiot.
red, he can't go in the intersection and block everything.
Oh, so they really, because we have off duties that'll do these, and they can block
This
intersections because
this
it's
dude, his whole company has purple and amber lights. They're not allowed to be using sirens. They have to maintain all of the state statutes. for
So what
traffic.
was
They
the
can't be
motorcycle?
speeding. This guy,
That was he had purple and amber on the motorcycle?
purple and amber, and he wasn't allowed to be using.
Bro, if I was that cop, I would have.
We need to have a stream dedicated to Jeremy DeWitt.
Give me
put
some
that on a
videos,
list.
dude.
We'll do a list here.
I'll do it.
So
we'll do a
and
special
so-
Saturday,
Dude.
Sunday stream or something.
Yeah.
Fucking hate this guy.
So I'm gonna be honest. Some guy rolled up on me like that as a civilian.
Hey,
Not
listen,
as a cop,
listen.
like right now.
You get that close to my Raptor, you're fucking
You're gonna
done,
have a
dude.
bad day. I was about to say you're gonna have a bad day. That's different. Even my old crusty truck. My thing is, that's a super hazard.
Yeah.
The way he was driving, yeah.
Yeah, emergency vehicle operation. Actually, yes, all of my write-ups came from emergency vehicle operation. All of which I knew
Mine
I was going to get.
didn't,
But that is the most in the gray area thing that you have to do on duty as a law enforcement officer. So just some jackwagon driving around, I don't know, man. That's wild to me. Also, he's a sexy offender, so that's not good.
Fucking pedo.
Yeah, dude.
Metro Station Chick.
Real World
Jacob.
Police has an entire playlist about this dude.
We're ready. We're gonna do an entire stream dedicated to him. I'm ready for it. Bro, my guy. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, these the way that this guy's carrying cuffs in the back where they're just dangling off a thing, it always stresses me out when I see that. But shout out to whoever this is.
Well, they're in a little hook thing, I guess.
But you do not own me.
Stay seated.
Let me go.
Come here and stay
Let me go.
Oh, you don't.
Let me tell you something. You are not going to do that.
Please. Oh God, here we go. Hey. Ow!
Oh no.
Yeah. Department of
Responding to a fight call.
So
that is something that you will do if people are trying to buy. Actually, it's a really effective
Where'd
way
Sean
of
go?
making sure. Oh, I don't know. Sean left us. But holding someone by the nape of the neck and just pushing it keeps them from spitting on you and biting on you. Now, I'm only doing that if this person's being really combative.
Listen, so there was this one time I didn't work with Josh yet. I was on a different side of town.
Oh, no story. It's a good story.
So the side of town that I worked had a entertainment district, lots of bars, lots of it was like the mall, the movie theater, lots of bars right off the highway. One of our classmates decided that he was going to try and detain someone on a crotch rocket, and the crotch rocket did a burnout and then flew by them, and our classmate became internet famous because he looked like a dumbass, because he was. Dude's a corporal now. That should tell you a lot. So he gets all mad that this guy got away, and he found out where his car was and went and sat on his car, sat there for 6 hours, waited for this guy to come back, presses his emergency button because he gets in a fight with him. The kid ends up being on PCP. It takes 6 of us to get him into custody. We get him in the gurney. They hit him with some sleepy drugs. It works for a little while. He gets to the hospital. This hospital just happens to be where my wife works. We weren't married yet. I'm not even sure we were dating yet. But there was 6 of us holding this guy down while the nurses were in there trying to put sedatives. Yeah. So people had his shoulders, his arms were strapped to the bed. People had his legs, but his head was just flailing. So one of our other classmates that I worked with on the shift had his shoulder, and he went over to bite her finger. So I grabbed his hair. I grabbed a handful of his hair, and I slammed his head to the back. And then I was holding his forehead like this, and then somehow he had moved and got my thumb in his mouth. Oh. And he started, I had gloves on. He started to bite down on my thumb, and I'm on the bed at this point. I went, whoop-pow!
Yeah.
I punched this kid right in the face, out cold.
Hell yeah.
I'm
here for it.
Came to my senses, and I was like, oh my God, my sergeant and my lieutenant are at the door. So I slowly looked over to them. My sergeant goes, my lieutenant goes,
he's like, it's whatever. Okay.
No write-up. Nothing happened. It was incredible.
Yeah. Hey, but don't bite people.
Yeah.
Big thing. And for Juan, I'm not doing the granny story, but and Juan is my witness, or Bill is my witness. Had a granny try to bite my junk off through my uniform.
That needs its own. That needs its own thing, dude. We need to get the body cam from. Yeah. You need to get my body cam from that, because I could see perfectly what she did. She was 85 years old too.
Dude, it was go look up the scene from Legion.
Oh God, yeah, that was the granny.
The granny from Legion. Just YouTube that when you're done with this, obviously.
She even said that she was gonna bite Josh's dick off.
She said, and I quote, "If you don't stop holding me," because we're basically holding her.
He was holding her shoulder like this. Just
so if you don't stop that shit, I'm gonna bite your little dick off. That's literally what she said. And
I don't know how she knew that he had. I don't know how she knew he had a little dick.
Yeah,
but
she could tell. Yeah, and fortunately, I did, because the only thing that saved me was my taser hitting her in the forehead.
It was hilarious.
I felt teeth grab a hold of some zipper.
Yeah,
did not punch the 85-year-old lady though.
She went to the ground. She went to the ground.
She did go to the ground though. We did take an 85-year-old lady that was already in handcuffs to the ground because she was acting.
There was 4 of us.
Yeah, it was really just trying not to hurt her because she was acting crazy. Yeah. She punched staff that was there. It was an MHMR thing. We'll give you guys the story later. But it was
that'll be a Tuesday stream.
It'll be a Tuesday stream.
We'll keep going with these epic police takedowns.
Fighting in the streets.
On the ground! Get out! Get out on the ground! Get
on
the ground!
Stop pointing at taser.
Let him go. Let him go.
You see the laser on the other cop's back?
Yeah.
Back up!
Yeah, if you check out okay, we may be letting you go. Okay.
That's how you deploy a taser if somebody's hands on. You tell everyone to clear and then tase him. Don't be that guy. Oh, shut myself. Don't be that guy.
I shot myself.
Oh God, I shot my dick.
I'm trying to get it. I can't get around my gut. I'm trying to get it. Sean, don't forget you're muted.
Can I help?
Don't go speak up. I feel it's not enough what the government doing. I'm ready to roll.
What?
You come over here getting in the middle of something that you had nothing to do with. Get your feet out. Sir, over there. Put it down. Sir, get on the car.
Be careful.
Get on the car.
Stop resisting.
Take him down.
Okay.
Just get him.
Hold still. You have hands on.
Sir, just stand right there for me, okay?
This is an old
You
video.
ain't trying to do nothing.
This is an old video.
You put that on yourself, Bo.
He was resisting a lot. He was kind of strong too, but I think that taser took the fight out of him.
Check out this crowd dick.
This is cops.
We came out at dinner, and they were trying to break into my dad's truck.
Who was?
This guy.
Man,
I'm doing pretty good, dude.
good. Hey, don't you grab for me.
Oh!
You start. We're trying to find out why numerous people who don't know you are saying that you were inside this guy's truck.
Look, honestly,
Yeah,
I might have had too much to drink, but I would.
I agree with you there.
I would never.
I would
steal from
agree with you
someone.
there.
So these people that don't know you, you don't know why they're saying you're in their car. They're all lying.
No, they're probably not lying. They're just.
So you may have been in the truck now, or you weren't in the truck.
I honestly don't remember. Seriously.
Bro's pretty good straight armbar takedown.
Hands!
Fuck this. Dude, I'd be out.
352 at gunpoint.
Say that again, 350?
2 at gunpoint. Get on the ground. Stay right there.
Go ahead and shoot me.
How'd it feel?
I didn't feel nothing until I just felt the shock.
It's a little uncomfortable.
I know.
So don't run at the police when they got a gun drawn at you. If I didn't have a taser, I might not have had any other choice but to shoot you.
We just ran the plate of this car. The owner comes back with a open warrant.
You don't have any warrants, so you're not going to jail, all right? I just need you to step out here, okay? What do you got up there?
My guy in his class
Yeah, you
A's,
do.
dude.
Quit tensing up.
I ain't tensing
Quit.
up.
Yeah.
You're gonna get tased, man. You better quit. You better quit. Let go of me. No! Quit.
The taser used to be that effective. You could just point it at people. I mean, people are weird now.
Get down on the ground. On the ground.
I don't think you're going to deploy it with 3 cops.
So pause it real quick. So this is the reason why we take people to the ground. Specifically, and you'll hear the word, so you'll start getting into a tussle, and you'll hear an officer say, take him to the ground. This is with training. So when someone's standing and they have a base, they have a lot more strength to move you. Once you've placed them on the ground and put yourself in a position of high,
advantageous.
Yeah.
Advantageous position. You're welcome.
You can better control somebody without having to kick or punch them or worry about them running from you. You're taking basically everything from the waist down away from them so that they can't move as much. You have better control of them that way. It's why you do it. It might seem kind of ridiculous, but this is why. Because this whole time, somebody could trip, fall, hurt, get knocked out, something crazy like that. You're not doing a very good job of controlling the situation if this is what they're doing. My mic fell off the camera.
Stupid, man.
Okay, see.
You got OC.
There it is right there. You use cocaine? You use cocaine?
We're gonna have the prisoner.
What's that?
Huh?
No? So what were you doing? Trying to sell it?
Huh?
So you don't sell it and you don't use it. What'd you have with it?
Huh?
Being a dummy.
What? No? Huh?
Get out, you be tased! Get out!
Shout out to this cameraman.
Put your hands behind your back right now. Do not move or you're going to get yourself all kinds of hurt, okay?
Bro, this guy's built different.
Well, I did tell you I was going to tase you, right? So
I called my uncle. Where my uncle at? Where my uncle at? Frisbee.
These guys are built different.
okay, that's not what we're talking about here right now.
Andy right around here, man.
This was the era of policing that you and I should have been in.
Man,
I'm just saying, dude, we missed it.
Bro, shout out to this Toyota. I bet it's still on the road today. This Honda, whatever it is. It's a Honda Civic, yeah.
It's an Accord.
It's an Accord?
It's a four-door.
Let me see your hands.
It's not on the road anymore.
Let me see your hands. Turn over. Turn over before you get another one.
Wow, he's high as fuck.
It's a carjacking vehicle.
He was
came out about 1800 this afternoon. They beat the guy up and took his vehicle from him.
I just saw some people standing on the corner back at the local gas station here. It looked like they were going to fight. I'm going to circle back around and see if I can figure out what's going on.
What's up, man? Have a seat for me, guys. Have a seat for me. Hey, have a seat.
Get off the ground. Get on the ground. Let go of my gun.
Yes.
You all right, man?
I'm all right, man.
You all right? Let me ask you something, man.
Yes,
What were you running for?
This guy grabs for his gun, and his first question over there, hey, man, you all right?
The world was a less violent place back then, dude.
It's so crazy, dude. That's
Just
wild.
saying.
They're just running. This is their chance to get away.
Alex said his dad was on the SWAT team back in these days. That would have been so much fun.
That would have been cool.
That's when SWAT used to actually kick doors and put guns in people's faces and take them into custody.
Yeah.
Instead of using robots and gas and all that pussy shit.
Because I know how you guys are. I mean, I know that I'm out here. I was born and raised in East LA. I know how you guys gonna look at me.
East LA.
It has nothing to do with what you look like.
Come on, man. I'm out here, man.
You look like you were gonna fight that other gentleman, sir. That's why he stopped.
Oh, it did have something.
Waiting right now for a delivery of another 2 ounces of cocaine to this household from a supplier.
Take the car. Take the car.
That's profiling.
That was unnecessary.
He was being pretty cool. Yeah. That's a write-up.
You don't do it? You just sell it? I don't sell it. Well, you were coming here to sell it, right? Yeah. Well, that's selling it.
But I didn't know it wasn't mine, though.
Said he saw
I love these old cops clips, dude.
He was
the shove was unnecessary.
Kicking out car windows or kicking out a car.
He had a lot of coke.
Come over here, man.
That was a lot of coke.
Come over here, man. Got me.
Hand behind your back. Hand behind your back. Finger.
Why are we tasing people?
Okay, well.
No.
There you go.
Oh, God, shoulder. Oh.
Here we are, man.
Why, man?
Yeah, well,
He said
these things happen, man.
You can see his boot right inside of the door. The door's all caved in.
I have a restraining order against him, and he was trying to entice me to come down and talk to him.
That's all from him right there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
And I don't know if
So that's violation of a protective order.
This isn't as bad as it could have been. I'm just glad that's not me.
Can you explain the footprint on the door?
Time they actually tell on the person.
Yeah.
I know.
I didn't call him over here, officer. I don't know why he's here.
I don't know why he's here.
We're back together now. Well, now you both are in violation.
Hey, shout out to this time. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I just think it's funny.
Interesting.
It's a funny time. Maybe it's my dyslexia that makes it funny.
No. Oh, we already watched this one.
We already watched this one.
My bad. I'll find some more. Hang on.
I won't miss the opportunity.
Where's the little girl?
Where's the little girl?
Where is she? The little girl.
Where's the little girl? You know what we're talking about. Where's the little girl?
I don't know.
Where's the little girl? Hurry up! Yeah. Show us the little girl.
I don't know any little girl.
Whoa! Where's the little girl?
What are you talking about?
Where's the little girl?
I don't know.
Where is she? You're going away for a long time.
I don't know.
There's the little girl.
That's so messed up.
Okay.
So you can tell they're all actors, because obviously you wouldn't stand there. And obviously it's meant to be satirical.
Sean just got hard. I know you knocked your mic off the
On
stand.
April 25th, 2022, Monroe County deputies were dispatched to a crash involving a rear-ended school bus in the town of Leon, Wisconsin. When they arrived at the scene, they found a white car that had struck the school bus. However, the driver was not there. Two people at the scene said the driver left on foot heading south. Eventually, deputies discovered the man 2 miles from the crash, carrying a backpack. The man was identified as 32-year-old Timothy Larson. Timothy initially told deputies his brakes went out in his car and said his buddy was coming to get it.
Likely story.
What's going on, man?
Fucking brakes went out, man. Hit the fucking back of the bus.
Okay.
Fucking
How come
brakes
you're
went out,
taking
man.
off from the crash?
No, my buddy's supposed to be coming. He's gonna close the car for me. Like.
Okay.
This guy's hammered.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
I was on my way to court, to be honest with you.
Okay.
In Price County.
For UWI.
Hammered on Monster.
You could see it all the way back. Like,
Okay.
There was no brakes at all.
Well, anytime you're involved in a crash, you got to stay on scene. And
Yes, sir. Yes,
wait.
no problem.
Okay. Do you mind just setting this stuff here, and I'll talk to you here then? Okay. So, can you tell me what exactly happened?
Yeah.
I'm about to say, I'm not letting him hold on to that drink.
School buses are, making periodic stops.
Okay.
They've been doing it all the way down here.
Yep.
And I mean, my brakes have been kind of squishy, but the line must have busted, is my assumption. I don't know, but there is like fluid going up to it. I mean, I slammed on them.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I was doing like 30.
Gotcha.
I didn't have time to hit, give 30, and you hit the white lights and the yellow lights, and fucking damn, dude.
Okay. So don't take this the wrong way, but have you been using anything this morning?
No,
Any?
I do record.
Okay.
I do record Price County.
He said I'm all jacked up. I'm not.
That dude. Well, the reason I ask, it looks like you got some like dry lips and stuff like that. What's that from?
Being outside, I don't.
Being outside.
That comment was incredible.
I can relate to that though.
I just want to take this opportunity to
We need
say
some
fuck you,
chopstick.
Axon.
Oh my god.
The Axon was there.
Is that why I paused it?
That's why you paused it, yeah.
Just got up maybe.
You get one more.
Going hair still wet from my shower.
Did you talk to the bus driver or anything?
I talked to the lady that was right across the street. She said she was going to see if a neighbor called it in or something like that.
Okay.
I don't have service on my phone, so I'm trying to get Wi-Fi. And I was hoping my bar had Wi-Fi or a house had Wi-Fi or something like that.
Okay. Do you got ID on you, man?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have a revoked license.
Okay. All right. I appreciate the honesty. Do you mind keeping hands out here?
Sorry,
I tell you what, I know it's cold out. Do you mind if I pat you down real quick or search you? Make sure that you don't have it.
No, you're not searching
Okay.
him.
All right.
You're frisking me. Chill, dude.
Well, he did.
So I know it says you got a .02 restriction. Haven't been drinking anything, using any substances
Don't let
at
him
all.
smoke, dude.
All right.
What are you doing?
Gotcha. Well, what were you revoked for?
Exactly that. They think I was drinking. So
They think I was drinking.
They did all these tests. and then
Anything that's supposed to be impairing driving or
They did
possibly
these
impairing
tests. I
driving.
think they were called STFS.
I know the brakes make
SSFTs.
I would fucking blow out on me.
Okay.
FTSF.
Well, it does seem odd. Were you distracted in any way at all?
Yeah, I was texting, bro.
I tried to
Sending my girl a dick pic.
There was just nothing.
Gotcha. And did it seem like it skidded at all, or just?
It did just a slight second, and then nothing. Like fluid. And I didn't trace the fluid back. So
Okay. We can take a look there. All right.
Love that
The only thing
Wisconsin
is,
accent.
I'm trying to think of the best way to do this here. I can give you a ride. The only issue is if we do a ride that I have to do a search on you. So
Yeah.
Is he really going to give him a ride?
I don't know. Dude, fuck every department that puts silver wheels on patrol cars.
Agreed.
Just saying. You
Agreed.
can keep going.
Is this just going to be a bash session? I'm just going to pause it so you guys can bash shit.
I can follow you. I'll tell you
most
what.
importantly, the Indiana
I'll just grab
State
your
Police.
bag. I'll throw that in the car, and then.
I'm not gonna lie.
What's that? Yep. I'm not going to search anything. It's just safety-wise. Do you mind just, we'll throw that in the back. If you don't want me to search you and you want to walk,
He ain't
I'm
trying
okay
to
with
do
that.
nothing.
And we'll go back towards the vehicle then.
This is a write-up.
At our department, yeah.
Where we're from.
All right.
This is already.
And then
a
I'll just
write-up.
follow right behind you here. Just stay off the road so that way nobody runs into the ass end of you here.
You gotta at least do HGN here.
While they were talking to Timothy, they noticed he had dry lips, droopy eyelids, and slurred speech.
Bro, he would have been fine if he didn't say that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he let him walk back to the scene.
All right. We'll stay on this side here just because we got cars coming. Well, that's where the impact is. That's not like a line from hitting on your brakes at all. So that's from the impact.
What the fuck did he just smell?
I don't know, dude. He like tasted that shit.
Okay.
This guy's going
But
full
there's
native,
also
dude. What?
some right here.
Man, that smells like an accident.
Tell you what,
tire
man.
track,
Do you
not
mind
a
setting
collision tire track, not
the
brakes.
soda here, and then we'll just do some couple quick tests, and we'll just go right over to the concrete piece
Okay.
right over here.
Alright.
So what I'm going to have you do, put your feet together, heels and toes touching side to side, hands down to your side, just like I'm doing
Yeah, I'm
here.
already an
You can
expert
face
at
towards me here.
Well, see, that's an angle for me, so it's gonna fuck me out.
This is pretty straight here, man. If anything, we can... Is it better right here? Okay. So facing me, feet together, heels...
You know how I know you've taken the SFSTs before? When you tell me that there's an angle and it might fuck you up.
Sounds like a lawyer.
Toes touching, hands down to the side. What I want you to do is follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, not moving your head. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Bro, look up a little bit. I bet we can see it from here.
Yeah, probably, dude.
Next one here, what I'll do is we'll just go kind of near where this crack is on...
Hey, what I've done SFSTs in some ghetto places.
Okay.
Pretty sure I can do.
Imagine a line
Okay.
here.
Yes,
I've
but
done
I'll
that.
have you step kind of just where this line is, and then we'll face back towards my car. You believe this is a flat surface right here? I'm not going to have you step on this line. I'm just going to have you go in between. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate how I want you. So basically, we're just going to imagine a line then kind of along this one, but straight down the path towards kind of the passenger side tire of my squad. Yep. So what I want you to do is put your left foot on the line, your right foot in front of it, touching heel to toe, and your hands out to your side, just like I'm doing here. I want you to get in that position.
Go from my right foot in front of my left.
Left foot on the line and your right foot in front of it, just like I'm doing here.
Right foot in front of it.
Yep. And then I want you to stay in that position. Wait till I tell you to do otherwise. I'll demonstrate the test for you. What I want you to do is to take 9 heel-to-toe steps, looking down at your feet, counting out loud, touching heel to toe each step. So I'll demonstrate it here. 3. Once you get to your 9th step, then you can stop. Do you understand the test?
I'm gonna double check. Forward 9 steps, heel to toe. Slowly turn around. Forward 9 steps, heel to toe.
Touching heel to toe each time, looking down at your feet and your hands down to your side. Yep. All right, you may begin the test.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice turn.
Just like I
Rock
demonstrated.
solid, my guy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, yep. Now you can turn
I
around.
hope you got
relax.
HGN because that was a pretty
We'll do another
solid
one here
pretty
with
good, dude.
balance-wise.
Rock solid.
Same thing, just like the first one. Feet together, heels and toes touching. Just facing towards me there, yep. Heels and toes touching. When I tell you to
I bet he
begin,
got a 6.
I want you to raise either foot of your choice approximately 6 inches off the ground and
Plus
count out
vertical,
loud
right?
Oh, yeah.
like so.
HGN is
1001, 1002,
Really?
1003,
Whenever people are, like,
1004,
physically
1005.
not
Keep
able to
counting
do
till I tell you to stop. I don't
anything.
want you to put your foot down at any time,
We
but
don't
if you
have-
do,
like,
bring it right back up and
We
continue
didn't
counting where you
have
left
to do
off.
SFSTs. We just write the warrant.
You do have what?
I do have balance issues. Like I was talking about my site.
What if they refuse?
Okay. Okay.
I can do it.
Gotcha. So again,
You're going to do
Because
it.
you don't do
approximately
it,
6
you let
inches
them
off the
go.
ground. Keep your toe pointed forward while looking down at your
We have a
foot and
lot
your
of
hands
people
down to your
licensed.
side, just like I demonstrated
lot
counting.
would
1001,
refuse.
1002, either foot. All right. Do you
Which
understand the
is their
test?
right.
Okay. You may begin.
It's their Fifth Amendment, right?
Yeah. And then they lose the privilege to drive.
Yeah, that's true.
2006, 2007.
In Texas, you were going to lose that no matter what.
That's true.
2011.
Old boy's doing pretty good here, dude.
Not gonna lie, I don't know that I could do this good right now. I'm perfectly sober.
Bro, if he didn't have 6 on HGN, I'm not arresting this guy.
No, hell no.
Nope.
And I
All right, that's good. All right, a couple other just real quick ones here then. What I want you to do, this one's kind of somewhat simple. Feet together, just like I'm doing. Heels and toes touching.
Situation.
Okay.
Like he gets
Keeping your arms under your side. What I want you to do is when I tell you to begin, I want you to count to 30 in your head. When I tell you to begin, you tilt your head backwards, close your eyes, count to 30 in your head. When you think that time is up, lift your head forward and open your eyes.
It's an optional state-specific one.
Count to 30
Is it really?
in your head in normal pace, normal 30 seconds. And when you count to 30 in your head, then put your head up and open. All right. Do you understand it? All right. You may begin.
We didn't have those.
No.
Okay. So about 39 seconds is where we're at here. So,
make sure 1 in Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. Do you mind sticking your tongue out for me, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy's a DRE.
Little.
Yeah.
Discolored, it looks like. You got something going.
As soon as he said that, DRE.
Gotcha. Okay.
That makes sense why he was talking about the dryness around the outside of his mouth.
So, one other one here. Anything marijuana, anything like that you smoked this morning?
Marijuana.
Okay. When was the last time you smoked?
I mean, probably within the last.
Like last
48
night.
hours, 72 hours. Hasn't been anytime recent. Like not anytime that would affect this.
Okay. When last night? This morning?
Not even last night. Not this morning.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So I'll just do probably one other one.
Skip ahead.
Tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? All right.
Just the tip.
He's going to do the up and...
Ever take a seat and warm up a bit in my car? You're not under arrest if you just want to sit there. Like I said, you're fine there.
A witness also stated they were traveling behind Timothy and observed him crossing the center line several times and nearly hitting a semi head-on.
None of that matters. If he doesn't have his fisties, or if he doesn't have... None of that shit matters. Is this guy IA undercover? No kidding. Yeah, my guess is he did move to DRE stuff.
According to some witnesses that were following you, they said that you were swerving all over and in 2 lanes the whole time behind the bus.
I mean, I did.
I don't think you got it, dude.
I mean, I know I've been awake and coherent. Like my brain's been out.
Yep. And so here's the thing. The thing that I'm worried about isn't so much like the alcohol test, kind of like what we're doing. The things that's worrying me is stuff
agreed.
like the kind of more of the stuff that leans more towards the drug tests, like how you're counting longer than 30 seconds.
Like 1 Mississippi is what I did. Like,
I get that.
I think he's
That's
on
so. I mean, I it would not surprise me if this man was not high.
When was the last time you used anything?
Without verbal confirmation, good luck.
Like 48 hours, I know that.
Okay,
well, I mean,
so
the DRE can tell you what kind of drug you've been using and how long ago you used it.
Okay. Nothing else?
Have you ever
type
seen
of
a DRE
opioid or heroin at all in any way?
We had 2 at our
It
department.
lasts a long fucking time.
I'd be nodding out, man. I'd be passed out.
Okay.
So DRE is basically like a.
And when I
drug
looked at your
someone
eyes,
that can
it didn't seem very
investigate
reactive to
someone
light.
that
Now
is
that we're out of
intoxicated
light
with
here, I'll
specific
do
type
the
of
same
drugs.
thing.
It's
Just
a
look
very
at that.
Drug recognition expert.
Yeah.
They have to go to a very long class.
Very long.
Yeah, your pupils don't react at all to light.
There it is.
So
Thank you, Bill.
Why is that?
I'm nervous. I mean, I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Okay.
I tell you what, this guy.
He's got him on the eyes.
Do anything, man, to
He's definitely got him
how
on
your
the
pupils
eyes.
react.
The eyes are the only things that don't lie.
Yeah.
So I don't have the answers. I'm at a
He
loss
must be
myself.
pretty high if
This
he's
shouldn't happen.
Okay.
acting like this.
Well,
Tell you what, though,
I think all the clues that
he
I'm
did
seeing,
pretty
though,
good on those
legit.
I believe you're
FSFs.
under the influence of
Guy's
something.
pretty legit.
So,
This guy's an expert.
well, Here's the deal, man. Like I said, I know you're under the influence of something. What it's telling me is that it's some type of, we'll say, downer or something that would cause this type of stuff to happen. My assumption is that if that is the case, a lot of times what happens is that makes people kind of fall asleep or something and maybe potentially rear-end a vehicle.
Yeah, but no, I understand that.
Okay, and then, like I said, a witness saying that you're swerving all over the whole time all the way from Westby.
You kept looking down. Were you monkeying with something? Like a phone or
radio?
My
You said you kept looking down, they didn't know what you're looking for. So were you monkeying with something, or were you not
taking a dick pic?
Definitely not nodding off.
They said you were using both lanes of traffic.
Like I said, man, due to the crash, due to all the signs, due to witness statements, you got synthetic urine in your car.
It's not my car, though.
And that was my other question. Whose car is it, and is there even insurance on it or anything?
I have no idea. He just said he used to record.
Did you hear what was in his car?
Synthetic urine, yeah.
And he said he was on his way to court. So he's on probation, and he has to go take a drug test. Guaranteed. Do we need to watch any more of this?
I'm good.
Okay.
Jeez, dude.
That's all we got
fucked
for tonight. So.
I'm reading Cheesy's comment. Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Not my car.
Big P. Blank. Blank's like, I've been there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, is Blank speaking from experience? Dummy, you're supposed to tape it to your leg so it gets body temperature.
Exactly. Anyways, so that's an investigation. There was an example of how not to arrest somebody. There's a few examples of that, to be honest. There was a couple of examples from like the 90s, my guy, that were...
That was a pretty great video.
Real gangsta. Turns out the family had removed them from the scene.
Thank goodness for that,
Thank
dude.
God, dude. Jeez.
I could not imagine searching for kids.
Sure, dude. Yeah.
So do you want to talk about your scariest call out?
My scariest call out. It was the 2019 New Year's. And was it 2019 or 2018? 2018 going to 2019. And I was working, I was on North Side, but I was going to East Side. So we just have different like districts that we police. And I was working a bullshit call. It was like a suspicious person or something like that. We call them suspers. But as I'm driving there, I randomly see two vehicles just hauling it code past me. And I was like, they're going kind of fast. So I switched over to East Side because I was about to leave. I was about to clear the call. I switched to East Side, and there was a ag assault in progress, which isn't unusual, but those guys were cooking it. So I was like, maybe they heard something over the radio that I didn't. So I don't want to get on the radio because we're 1034. So I just start driving. So I follow them. And as we're getting there, I hear the radio traffic that there's someone on scene and there's someone that's already shot. And so this is like, I must have been like a year, probably under a year on patrol. I was going to rifle school that next week, and I got stuck on mandatory overtime shift. So we're going, and I have no idea where I'm at because it's East Side, so I don't work this side of town. I'm just following the cars going code in front of me. And nobody knows I'm on this call because I can't get on the radio, and I don't want to get on the radio at this point. And this is, I was driving so fast that I couldn't just click myself to it to self-dispatch. So as we're going, these guys knew where they were driving, so they're driving a little quicker than I am. I'm just keeping up with them. And you hear over the radio, you pass me, you pass me, you pass me. This whole time, I think an officer shot. Because all I hear is someone shot, and we're 1034 on this officer. That some idiot made scene by themselves. I have the body cam footage on my old phone for this. But as I'm running up, you just see a huge drove of people running away from the apartment complex. And you can see this poor little turd of a cop standing at the top of a staircase. So I'm running to him by myself like an idiot because the other two officers blew right by him. And as I go up there, he's like straddling what's already a deceased person. And I go to grab him to tell him like, hey, I'm behind you. Like, let's work this house. You know, we've all played Ready or Not at least once. Like, let's not just burst into this house. And he disappears into the apartment, and I had to disappear into that apartment right after him or let him die. And fortunately, the person that gunned him down was not inside that apartment, or we both for sure would have been dead. But there was zero radio traffic. Nobody knew I was there. I wasn't even supposed to be on that side of town. I just happened to be close to it. And I thought I was walking into an officer that was already down. And I was still pretty new, so all of it moved very quickly for me. Like I felt unprepared for the call. That's the best way I could describe it. But yeah, we definitely thought, fortunately, not fortunately, but the guy was deceased, which is unfortunate. But we had 3 murders that night, and I was on the very first one of that night. But that was sketchy. That was probably one of the sketchiest calls. Because at least as I got older in patrol, obviously that call gives you some level of experience. I learned a lot from doing it. But I knew how to orientate myself a little bit better. I had a lot more tools and experience and training after the fact. And so every subsequent call that was like that wasn't nearly as scary. But that was the Band-Aid being ripped off for me and a scary 1034 call. Sean, what PTSD-inducing thing did you have?
Oh, I'm not going to talk about it.
There it is. That's how fucked up it was. I'm not that fucked up, so I can talk about it. And Bill is nursing a poop or something, that's what we'll say. I don't know what he's doing. Stink Bomber, what's going on, darn? Well, hopefully I won't have class next time. Well, hopefully, yeah, not, and you can go join us. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you stopping by. Blank Forge, Alec, did they play you wanted me to see? Did they play what you wanted me to see? Maybe, I don't know. Cheesy, I want to thank you for stopping by. Sean said no spoilers. Did you just type that? Oh.
No, we got pinned.
Jacob for stopping by. Appreciate it. Alec. I said cheesy. Producer Juan for stopping by and being a troll. Michael stopped by for a little bit. I'm twitching from the thought of that. Out of context. That's a very dirty comment.
I'm back. I'm ready. I got a good story. Are you ready?
Okay, Fox, stand by. Go for it.
So before I left Southside, we got this guy who called Fort Worth PD, and he said, I was at this guy's house, and
that's a good story.
He told me that he killed his wife and shoved her in a freezer, and I freaked out and I left. So Fort Worth PD took this very seriously, as they should have. Called us, brought this guy, like 2 Fort Worth officers brought this guy over to the South Station. One of my sergeants interviewed him, basically. We found out where this was. My sergeant called me. My sergeant and I were on good terms, so he trusted me. My sergeant made me go basically plain clothes. Like, I got to keep my vest on, but I had to put, like, a big t-shirt on. Like, I took my uniform off. And I took one of the detective cars. It's just a Ford Fusion, completely unmarked, no MDC, no nothing. He wouldn't even let me take my rifle, but I had to go sit in front of this guy's house, who apparently had just murdered his wife and shoved her in a freezer. So I'm sitting in front of this guy's house with my gun belt on still. Like, I had my uniform pants on and my gun belt, and I still had my vest on and like a big t-shirt. And I'm like talking to my sergeant on the radio as we're waiting for, like, we're gonna figure out, like, what are we gonna do. And then Fort Worth drove this guy by in their unmarked car, and he's like, yep, that's the house, there's the guy, it's a deep freezer in the garage. He said that his wife was, you know, whatever. I don't know what the deal was. It was a bad domestic relationship. He said he killed her. He said he put her in the freezer, and he laughed and said, you want to see it? And he took me out there, and there's a big black garbage bag in the freezer, shoved in the freezer, in the deep freeze in the garage. I sat in front of this guy's house for 7 hours in a Ford Fusion with nothing but my Glock, waiting for the SWAT team to get there. SWAT team gets there. I put my vest on. I grab my rifle that one of my buddies brought for me from my patrol car, and I stood on the perimeter while the SWAT team went and entered this guy's house. He had taken himself out of this world, put it that way. They opened the freezer, and found a like 4'10" Filipino woman's body completely frozen. It was like a mail order bride situation, and he had killed her about a week before. Come to find out, he had served prison time for like 10 years because his first wife had died falling down the stairs.
Jesus.
So that was probably the sketchiest call out that I was ever on. Ever. Like,
that's pretty shady. I don't know that I can top that level.
Very weird, dude.
That's
very
I was on
weird.
duty because we were listening to the radio traffic. I was on duty on Northside when that call
Yeah.
went out. I didn't realize until he had told me this after we'd already left, I think.
Yeah.
But he told me the story. I was like, dude, I remember that call. And I
Yeah.
remember and what happens is if there's something cool happening somewhere else,
You listen.
you listen in like a loser the whole time. I was that loser.
I was the loser sitting in front of the house.
Feeling real stupid, yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everybody that stopped by. I want to thank everyone that liked the stream. We got a good 22 likes on this one. I appreciate that. Thank you for everybody who joined us. Sean for giving his ever so valuable input on this as our resident supervisor. I want to thank this. It's already on the screen right now, but this little chunky dude here for being a shining example of Aspeton advocates. So, anyways, thank you to everybody that's there. Again, for those of you that are not in the know or are coming a little bit late, they had some pretty tragic shit happen over there with Chris's guys, and we shared, and we have it on our socials. If you guys want to go support the families for that, go ahead and go do that. I highly encourage it. And again, if you want more content that's like this or want to understand the kind of sick mind space that law enforcement officers are, we go live twice a week. On Tactical Tuesdays, we do Let's Plays, and on Thursdays, we go subject ourselves to having to look at body cam footage and dash cam footage so that we can give you guys an educated opinion. Sean is not admin. A supervisor and an admin are two very different things.
Yeah, usually... What? What are you going to say, Sean?
I'm admin now.
Well, that's different.
Different.
It's different. Different kind.
Okay, he's admin now.
Not the bad kind.
Allegedly. Is there a good kind?
I'm training admin.
I had a couple of good administrators.
So I think as Only Cops, we should start a new trend. Instead of defund police, we should start defund admin. Because fuck them.
We're sit there and steamroll Sean. But anyways,
I wasn't talking about Sean. I was talking about in general.
Administrators. Yeah.
I think that should be a new. I think that should be a new admin or a new Only Cops slogan. Defund admin.
Sean equals fake mom. Blank. Anyways, thank you to everybody that's doing that. If you guys are interested in this stuff or interested in this type of content, we are on TikTok, Instagram, and we tweet periodically. And obviously you're on YouTube if you're watching this. We're on YouTube. If you like this stuff, based on our metrics, apparently the majority of our viewers are not subscribers. You should subscribe and like the channel. That allows us to do this more frequently and help the algorithm understand who wants to watch our stuff. We got a lot of really cool stuff coming out. Producer Juan is looking at, yes, defund politics. I agree completely. We have a lot of cool. We have our flashlight review. We have on duty, off duty carry that should be coming out sometime soon. And then we've got some cool stuff. Some of that stuff we can only share on Patreon. Our Patreon is as little as $1 a month. And that gives you access to our Discord. And our Discord is how you get to talk shit to cops for free. Or not for free, but for fun. And that gives you pretty much 24-hour access to us. And that is how we make decisions on how we do Let's Plays or what content we're going to cover. Most of these videos are suggested by our Patreon subscribers / Discord populace.
Stop it.
Don't think I won't talk shit back, though.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, 100%. Oh, yeah, it's the...
Sean,
it's
too. Sean's made a few people leave the Discord. In true admin fashion.
In true admin fashion.
He won't fucking hesitate to do it again.
So anyways, I appreciate everybody that stopped by. You know exactly who you are.
You still watch our videos, I guarantee it. So
100%. 100%. So I want to thank you guys for all of that stuff. Some of y'all have some stuff coming in the mail. I know some of it has already gotten there, but some more stuff will be coming. Sean's got a huge package coming his way. He's used to huge packages.
I'm going to Maine.
Packages.
He says I'm going to
Again?
Maine. Also got the patch and the stickers. Awesome, Michael. I'm glad. So most of y'all should be getting your stuff in pretty soon. So we've got a lot of that cool stuff coming out. Go send pictures of what you put it on. I need to see
Michael,
it.
that
Unless
patch
it's
is for
inappropriate.
Diego, so you better give it to him.
Yeah, you better not put that on yourself. That's for the dog. Anyways, so I appreciate it. Thank you guys for riding 4-man with us today. And until next time, peace.
Stare at the camera while we end
here
the
it is.
stream. Do it. Do it, Sean. Do it. Do it. Do it.